2 minutes. JS, you're on. Pick it. On. On. Pick it. On. We early in this piece. Where's chat at? What up? Ooh, that's that fire beat. Hey, that beat was fire. Nice. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you're watching the VOD, skip forward 5 or 10 minutes, and we'll really get rolling. For a little bit, we're gonna hang out and wait to see if some people populate this chat. We're gonna chill. We got, a better show plan this week. A better show plan. Let's make sure we're live too. Last time I went live, I wasn't really live. Looks a little cleaner, right? Looks a little cleaner. Paying my employees well. Red leather. What's up, Lord Luca Music? In the house, making them fire songs. Playing the guitar, singing, all the good stuff. So I went back and watched last week, and I noticed a lot of times I was playing desktop sounds and music and talking, and you couldn't hear me over the music. So hopefully we don't have that problem this week. We got some stories, guys. We got some stories. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. It was a slow news week, so basically I just have a whole collection of stuff to talk about, and maybe at some point we'll just start running through what I wrote down, just these quick one-liners about them, and then we'll see, what chat's interested in talking about, and maybe we'll look more deeply into it. But the main things we're going to talk about, the main stories, we're going to talk about immigration. Title 42 was supposed to end this month, and a judge blocked it from being ended, which is a good thing. And we're going to check into the CBP, it's like borderpatrol.gov website, and check into their reports and their data. Awesome flow on the Tyson James. You got skills. So clean. Thank you, bro. Hey, I wrote that yesterday at the park. Everybody check out the video on the channel. It's a short, little video. It's supposed to be a TikTok duet, but I don't do TikTok. I actually did make a TikTok just for this, and I still did it wrong. Instead of doing the duet thing, I just posted the video that I made. So I don't even know if Tyson James is going to see it because I didn't technically follow the rules. I didn't do the duet on TikTok. Or maybe I could go back and do it, but I feel like by the time I do it, it's going to be stale because we're already on. There's that skateboard. That's the skateboard I'm riding now. We're going to have to. I would have to re-record it as the duet, and by that time, we're going to be like 3 days deep into the challenge. I don't know how much people are still contributing to it. But I put it on Twitter. I tagged him. I did the hashtag Roe v. Wade challenge. I put it on my YouTube. I also mailed him, sent him an email through Facebook. So hopefully he'll see it. Hopefully he'll see it because he's posting them on his channel and they're getting thousands of views. And just thought it might be cool, because some of the ones he's posting, I'll be honest, I'm not like a pro or nothing, but I've only been writing rapping for like 20 years. I took like a 4 or 5 year break, but I don't know. I'm not saying mine's the best, but I'm not saying it's the worst either. So yeah, maybe if you guys could tweet him at Tyson_James_, send him that, put hashtag Roe v. Wade challenge from my channel. That'd be awesome. Just help get some attention on it. Metalhead and half the turtles up here. We got Lord Colin B. We got Lord Luca Music. But yeah, other topics were so like my main story today is kind of a mix of multiple things. We're going to talk about the Title 42 stuff. We're going to check out Savannah Hernandez went to the World Economic Forum. And then we're going to talk about Doctor Strange, super wokeness, super woke Doctor Strange, guys. I'm kind of upset because Doctor Strange was one of my favorite of the Marvel movies and the new Marvel characters that they're doing. And I was really impressed with the last Doctor Strange movie. Not so impressed with this Doctor Strange movie. And then our second story, like our second focus, and I didn't even put it in the thumbnail or the title or anything because I forgot about it. But we're going to talk about the fake alien invasion that's coming. That's what we're going to talk. It's coming, guys. I promise you. I've been talking about this for a long time, and it's starting to get more traction on social media and things like that. The fake alien invasion is coming, guys. We're going to talk about that. If you believe in aliens, sorry, I'm going to roast you, but go woke, go broke, facts. What's up, LJ Fox from LJ Fox? I see you in the JLP chats all the time. So yeah, we'll talk about the fake alien invasions, and then in the second, news story section, we'll just run through this whole list of things that have happened this week. Not any huge stories. A lot of dwelling on. We're still on the Roe v. Wade stuff. We're still on the Buffalo shooting, the white supremacy, which is taking over the entire country at a rapid pace. And it's just, it goes against the whole theory that he believed in. But that's the story that the media is telling us, that us crazy white people are just growing exponentially and just doing horrible things. We got a bunch of stories in the theology section. We're basically, I don't really have like a main thing to talk about, but we are going to read some questions on past VODs from the show from last week and the week before. Some questions that people have, theological questions, biblical questions. And one of the important things, and the good thing about this show being so young, is I can talk about really big, really obvious topics that people who do like this sort of thing do. So I could just talk about the Trinity. I've never talked about it before. Now I'm sure a year from now I can't just talk about the Trinity because it's too obvious of a topic. I'll have to think of more obscure things. But FBC Hake, not JLP. FBC. What's FBC stand for? FBC. From chat. Seeing you from chat on Hake, not JLP. Okay. Either way, one of those. But so yeah, we'll be talking about the Trinity and how biblical it is. Checking out some verses, doing a little Bible thumping. Why not? And then we'll also answer some other questions. We got some interesting questions, so we'll touch on a few things in that section. But really, it's going to be a chill stream because again, none of these stories are huge. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to talk about with any of these news stories. It's just a bunch of little things and interesting things, some pop culture stuff. Are you a fail you in life? Are you a fail you in life? No. The new question is, do you dance to your own music? And my answer to that is, I'm white. I don't dance. What the? I've seen illegal aliens at Home Depot. Okay, let's play some music. And now we've got things rolling. We've got some people up in chat. Let's listen to a song, get the show started off with. And yeah, guys, we're going to listen to some Tyson James. Tyson and Bryson are completely independent. So when I play their music, it doesn't get claimed. Even like some people you wouldn't expect. You'll get claimed by their music group, and I know them, but I don't know their music group. So I don't. And we're talking about pennies right now, but in the future, 10 years from now, if this VOD gets lots of views somehow, then that could be dollar signs. So we gotta be careful who we're playing. We can definitely get some Lord Luca music up in here. But let's listen to this, Tice Jens. Let's get the show started off right. This is brand new. This dropped like half an hour ago, guys. So we're going to bump it. I've only listened to it like once really quick before the show. But we're going to get a reaction to this video. Let's get it on all cylinders. Let's go. Monkeypox. Hey, all the monkeypockers in the chat. Everybody in chat, we got our smallpox vaccine. We got our chickenpox vaccine. But here come the monkeypox out of the woodwork. I got my 4 COVID vaccines, guys. I'm boosted 16 times. We don't play with that. So I'm ready for the monkeypox vax. Bring it on. Everything in this channel in this video is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is factual. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about, guys. I'm just here to entertain. Susan, what's up, girl? Hey. All right, stop that monkeying around, boy. Hey, one monkey don't stop no show. All right, guys, so what we're going to talk about. So first things first is earlier this week, I was planning on talking about Title 42 is supposed to end later this month, which it was a COVID restriction, a Trumpian COVID restriction that was put in place by Trump to basically flip the immigrants who are coming here illegally over faster to get them back home. And basically Biden wanted to end it. Of course, what do you expect? That's, it's Biden. He's harmless. Don't blame him. He's elderly. He has no idea what's happening. So, it's not his fault. It's just his handler's fault. Hola, mi amigo. What up, Lord Bibby in the chat? Hey, nice. I'll have to mod you up, Lord Bibby. Hey, sorry, LJ Fox. We are a misogynist platform here. What's the word I'm looking for? A patriarchy. We are a strict patriarchy. Only men can be mods here. I'm sorry to all the ladies from the chat. Sorry to LJ Fox. Strict patriarchy here. Only men can be mods. Oh, I'm going to catch heat for that one day. Poor little Biden. Poor little Biden. Okay. But, so yeah, Title 42 was supposed to end this week, which was going to, potentially will have a huge flood of immigrants coming across the border. There's videos of them standing in line, and they're just going down the line, and it's like Colombia, Venezuela, Cubano, all the Mexico, all of them, and they're coming. And then some of them are from Afghanistan and China and Ukraine, and yeah, they're all just coming. So, I gotta be careful how I talk here because of recent events. We got to worry about this plague on America, the white supremacists. We really got to watch out for these guys. So we're just gonna take a look. A judge blocks Biden administration from lifting public health order used to quickly expel immigrants. The administration was set to end Title 42, a pandemic era rule aimed at slowing the spread of COVID-19 on Monday. So interesting. So Trump basically used COVID-19 to his advantage to further the defense of the border. Since they were doing everything they could to stop the wall, not to mention we left like thousands and millions of dollars of steel that was ready to go up as wall, just sitting in the desert, by the way, guys. So, it's recyclable. And with inflation, you're going to get like $1 million. You're going to quadruple your money for that. Guys, I got to catch up with chat. Lord Bibby in the house. Poor little Biden. Luca music. Clappy, clap, clap. Only lords. Yes, only lords can be mods. The ladies are all welcome. The ladies are welcome. We love the ladies, but, I can't have you being in a position of power over other men who may come to the chat later and who won't be mods. I can't be having you in a position of power over them. You know how it goes. We still love you, LJ Fox, but it wouldn't be nothing without a rib, right? Duncan on Matumbo. Lord Bibby dunking on Matumbo? Isn't that guy like 20 feet tall? Lord Bibby 42, LJ5, all's well. Just got back from the Potato Fest. Long drive home. Wasn't it actually the Pot Fest, Lord Bibby? Let's be serious here. Or was it really the Potato Fest and the Pot Fest was a joke? Which is the joke? I don't get it. Oh, the wall going up. Hopefully that would be nice, but right now we got to worry about this. So a federal judge in Louisiana on Friday blocked the Biden administration from lifting a public health order that immigration officers have used to quickly expel immigrants at the southwest border, including asylum seekers. District Judge Robert J. Summerhays, a Trump appointee in Lafayette, ruled that the Biden administration violated administrative law when it announced in April that it planned to halt Title 42, a health order. Okay, keep repeating that. The ruling will most likely spark a months-long legal battle. Yeah, so they're just filibustering. They're trying to stretch it out as long as possible. Hopefully until, after the elections and we can get more Republicans in there, assuming that, we have the safest and fairest election in history in 2022 because 2020 we had the safest, fairest election ever. So it's obvious that 2022 is going to be even better, right? After we've had, the commie administration running things for 2 years, the elections are going to get so much more safer and secure. Why am I hitting my desk, guys? I can't be doing that. I love you, Sue. Sue Dub up in the house, guys. I want Sue Dub to come up and chat. I'm from the Shire. Are you a hobbit? Are you a hobbit? Out them rhinos. Yes, we got to get them rhinos out. Unfortunately, that's like 90% of them. So good luck. But yeah, so Summerhays said in his ruling that the Biden administration violated administrative procedure laws and that lifting Title 42 would cause irreparable harm because states would have to spend money on healthcare, law enforcement, education, and other services for immigrants. And, also they're getting bussed not just to the border towns. They're getting bussed all over the place. That's why this guy in Louisiana is bringing this up instead of somebody in Texas. Abbott, where you at, bro? It's your state. What about who's in charge of JS? Got an awesome setup. Hey, thank you, bro. Check this out. This is a Dragon Ball supercar. This thing's like $300. I pulled it out of a pack, baby. Even the little things are quite nice. JS Pro is Nick. Thank you. Hey, he's begging for a good troll now with that statement. Not sure what you're referring to. Try to troll me. I troll with the best of them, bruh. I mean, what would a female bruh be, sis? Sis doesn't sound as cool. I'm going to call you bruh. Bra. I guess it would be bra for the feminine bruh. Fortunately, I wasn't able to film at the beach. We're at the beach? What beach are you at, Lord Bibby? All right, so we got this judge in Louisiana. They're tired of this stuff. And guys, I'm not racist, okay? I'm not racist. Okay, I don't even believe that racism is a thing, right? It's not real. I think it's very shallow and it's very, it's a small brain people idea. Okay, I'm not racist, but I also don't like a bunch of people coming over our border illegally, especially when 80% of the opiates come across our border illegally. We got terrorists coming across our border illegally. We got a lot of people that we don't know who they are. They're not sending their best, guys. They're not sending their best, okay? So all I'm saying is they got to do it the right way. You got to come in through the front door. I'm not inviting these vampires into my house without getting to know them first, all right? Racism doesn't exist. Facts, okay? It's obviously a figment of your imagination. So, in sum, the court finds that plaintiff states have established a substantial likelihood of success based on the CDC's failure to comply with rulemaking requirements, But this doesn't really assure anything yet. This is just simply, they're trying to delay it because it was supposed to end later this month, and then this judge popped in and stopped it. So good luck on this judge, Summerhays made the ruling. Who is the federal judge in Louisiana? Oh, District Judge Robert J. Summerhays. Yeah, a Trump appointee in Lafayette. So this guy sounds like a good guy. I don't know a lot about him. If anybody lives, in Louisiana, let me know in the comment section if you're watching the VOD. Let's see what chat says. Racist is a term against whites. Yeah, it's what we call an anti-white slur. But if I say that, then I'm no different than the black people who are calling white people racist. If I go around saying, that's anti-white, that's anti-white, that's anti-white, which I know a lot of people who say that, they don't actually mean it. They're using it to use the other side's argument against them, basically. And I understand that. It's kind of a troll. I get it. But some people are serious about it. So, I don't think these people are anti-white any more than they think I'm anti-whatever. But it is what it is. People gonna think what they gonna think. Stole my family's plans. I was in Outer Banks over the weekend. Kitty Hawk, Nad's head. Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where the Wright brothers stole my family's idea on how to build the first aircraft. Yo, you built the plane, though? Who? Your granddaddy built the first plane? They jacked him? Facts, Jazz. I'm a cracker. Okay, we're on YouTube. We're not on Twitch. If we were on Twitch, I would have just got banned, Lord Columby. But we're on YouTube. It's amazing. Hey, what up, Lord Grim? Lord Grim in the place. Lord Grim, well, never mind. Maybe I'll message you or something and ask you something about your music. Is the production company of your music tune in something? Is that place chilled? Are you those people? Because when I play your music, it gets claimed by them, and I don't want to play music because it doesn't go to the artist. It goes to the management company. So like if I play high res, it goes to Universal Music Group, and I don't support all of Universal Music Group. So, oops, you two with their little rules. Yeah. In the future, 10 years from now, if, I grow a little bit over 10 years and these videos, if the people who make the copyright claim decide to monetize it and they're making money off of it, I want it to be, it doesn't go to the artist. It goes to the music group. So like if I play Lord Grimm's music, it doesn't go to Lord Grimm. It goes to the music group who made your music or the studio that you went to. So like I like high res, but I don't like everything Universal Music Group does. So I can't play high res anymore. But we can play YouTube musicians like Tyson and Bryson for sure. But anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. Title 42, that judge blocked it. So we're gonna have to look more into District Judge Robert R. Summerhays, Trump appointee in Lafayette, Louisiana. He sounds based. He sounds like a decent dude. So if you're in Louisiana area, that's a bit of a tongue twister. Louisiana area. Check out that guy. Maybe give that guy a vote, or let me know if a lot of them. They might do some things good, but there's other things they're doing that are worse. So let me know if you guys live in Louisiana. We got all the lords and ladies up in chat. That's nice. That is nice. Okay, what else we got? Oh, more on this story, though. One thing I wanted to talk about real quick here. Let me pop this up. So here's the thing, okay? Earlier this week, the CBP, which is like Customs and Border Patrol, Customs and Border Patrol released their April 2022 monthly operational update, okay? And I read through it earlier this week. And then last night when I was gathering all these things and putting them into bookmarks so I could just pop them up real quick, I looked up the April monthly operational update and it was removed. I couldn't find it. Every time I typed in the exact thing and I searched it on Google and then I would click on it, it would say, this is not available right now. This is not available right now. I could not bring it up. So I saved the tab and I was planning on popping it up and showing you guys that it was not available. But now today it is again available. So I'm wondering if they changed something in it or what happened because it was up and some people started reporting on it and then it went down and now it's back up. So we'll have to check it out, look through it. I didn't remember what was in the original one. So we can only read what we got in this new one. But see, I think they added all this. CBP continues to enforce the CDC's Title 42 public health order in addition to the agency's longstanding Title 8 authorities. When the CDC's Title 42 public health order is terminated, the CBP will once again impose consequences for all unlawful entries by fully exercising its Title 8 authorities as it used to long before the COVID-19 pandemic. So all this is new. I think they added this in because of the information about that judge blocking. So they came out with their April report, and then that judge came out and said, I'm going to block this from ending. And then they came out again with a statement regarding Title 42. But pretty much, let's just check out the number of unique encounters nationwide in April 2022 was 157,555, a 2% decrease in the number compared to the prior month. So we also have March here. We have Marches right here. So March was 159,900. So we are going down a little bit. Good job, Biden. Biden's our guy, bro. He reduced in just a month, he reduced it by 2%. Wow. Good job, Biden. Okay. There were 201,800 encounters by U.S. Border Patrol agents along the southwest border in April, and a 4% decrease compared to March. In addition, 32,288. Oh, there's one really fun one I want to read here. It's not fun at all, but encounters occurred by officers at port of entry, an increase of 183% compared to March. Encounters occurred by Office of Field Operations officers at port of entry, an increase of 183% compared to March. Man, I was just giving him a pat on the back. We go one paragraph down, and it's ruined. Listen, a 2% decrease and a 4% decrease do not add up to 183% increase. Raymond's in chat. Yo, Raymond. Hey, you are a boss, dude. Raymond, you are a boss, dude. Hey, everybody, how did you guys find me? Let me go up and chat a little bit. Raymond, I've been listening to I don't know if you are, I don't really want to be like putting that out if you don't want it, but if you're the same Raymond from church, you're a boss, dude. Raymond 11 in the house, because I've been listening to church and for a long time, like 3 or 4 years, and there's one consistent, and if that's you, you're a boss, bro. Biden is the GOAT of dementia patients. Lord Bibby sometime nice. Hold on, I'm reading backwards. I got to go up a little bit, find where we were, because I haven't read them in a minute. You guys are chatting it up over here. Chat moving. My great-grandfather. Oh, let's continue this story from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, where Lord Bibby's grandfather and his brother lost the plans on their aircraft to the not-so-right brothers in a poker game. I had to go to Kitty Hawk and spit on their statue. What the? Hey. Hold up. Lord Bibby in a poker game? Dang. I keep playing all sorts of copyrighted music. Yeah. Unfortunately, Luca. I thought maybe that karaoke machine, since they remake the music, they reproduce it, right? So it's not actually the music. They changed it a little bit for public use to be played in bars and stuff. So I thought that if you're using that karaoke machine, you would be okay. But I'm not sure about that. Lord Grimm was popping, big man. I manage myself right now, bro. If you play my Grimm 2 Deluxe project, it's totally owned by me. Nice. Okay, I'll remember. Is that the newest songs? Or you'll have to, on like Facebook, send me which ones are exactly those ones. Or I'll just check. I'll check on Facebook. Awesome. Should inventing the next aircraft. Anti-gravity aircraft. Gravity's not real, Lord. No, I'm kidding. I think gravity's real. I don't know. It's a theory. Most of my music is owned by me. Grim. All right, keep playing that. All right, the Wavelength song isn't owned by me. Oh, is that the one that got me? And what about Gargantuan? I think I played Gargantuan and Wavelength, and they got hit. Lord Bibby 42. I'm white and slow, not as technologically savvy as my ancestors. Yeah, but you do the picture stuff, that photo editing. I won't play Wavelength then. Lord Luca music is amazing. Yes, sir. I mean, it's become that way. And yes, it is what it is. From LJ Fox. Not exactly sure what you're referring to because I'm behind on the chats, guys. Hold up. Now it just bounced me all the way down again. Oh, crap. You guys are way. All right. Simmer down now. Ancestors built the pyramid. Lord Bibby's 42's ancestors built the pyramid. Your ancestors are Egyptian. Well, wait. Well, you're either the slaves, the Jew slaves who built. I said the J word. You were either the slaves who built the pyramids, or you were the rulers who owned the slaves. So you're either Egyptian or Jewish if your ancestors built the pyramids. Kickflip like that. Thumbs up. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, guys. Hit the thumbs up. Share this. Share this to your, personal accounts or somewhere, Twitter, whatever. Couldn't even build a fire pit, but nice. Oh, that's kind of sad, Lord. But I wouldn't be telling people that. Well, Hot Biscuit, thank you, Colin B from Raymond 11. You sometimes nice. All right, we gotta move through these. Biden is amazing at being a fail, a failure. Biden is amazing at being a failure in life. Raymond 11 is Scott Hall of our NWO faction. Man, you guys got so many groups. You got Power Rangers, you got Ninja Turtles, you got all these things. All these things. Where's the Dragon Ball one? Lady C been rubbing off. Is she in here? Raymond 11, what's up? I'm not Raymond in church. Oh, I thought you were Raymond 11. Somebody was saying that in church recently. But anyway, you're still cool. I just thought you were him. Somebody in church was saying that you were the same Raymond because he was talking in church, and somebody's like, "That's Raymond 11." Anyway, I'm online chat church Raymond. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, huh? How would you be talking on the church and chatting in chat at the same time? Okay, I'm dumb. Sorry. My family comes from a long line of losers. We're like Griswolds or the Bundys. What the heck? Uh, are you a Munson from Kingpin? I don't know what that means. Lord Colin B. Lady C rubbing off on me. Okay. Are we down at the bottom? Yeah, we talked about Dragon Ball. Good. You should. I think we're caught up. So, what was the last number I wanted to read in this? Then we'll move on to another thing. It was the children, single adults with 2% decrease, family unit, 13% of all family units involved. Here it is. Here it is. So remember when everybody was so upset about, Trump and the number of kids that he had in cages? I don't hear much about kids in cages anymore, but according to this cbp.gov, encounters of unaccompanied children decreased 14% with 12,221 encounters in April compared with 14,143 in March. In April, the average number of unaccompanied children in CB custody was 478 per day, compared with an average of 582 per day in March. So the numbers are going down, probably because it's starting to warm up and the desert is really hot. And so some of the numbers are dwindling, if you can catch my drift there. Family unit encounters. So yeah, that's the CBP. But honestly, guys, I tried to find this last night, and I saw it a week ago, and I wrote it down here. cbp.gov April operational update. So I wrote it down, and then last night when I was going through getting all my links together, I looked at this, and it said removed, and I couldn't find it. I wrote in big letters on the paper, removed, underline, underline. And now today it's back up. So, we're doing better since March. That's pretty good. What do we got next? Though? Anything in chat? Kids in cages sounds like a Biden family weekend. Hunter, yeah, never mind. What Pokemon are you? Lady Irma's in the chat. Great show. Thank you, Lady Irma. I appreciate that. What Pokemon are you? Dang. Dang. I like Golem. Golem was cool. Shoot. What Pokemon am I? I don't know, bro. I don't know. That's a tough one. You know what? I haven't got a Pokemon game in a long time. I need to get one. Figure out what all these new Pokemons are, because I don't know. I'm Charizard. How about that? I'll just pick the most base, generic, basic Pokemon there. I'm Charizard. Can I be Charizard? If I can't be Charizard, I want to be Golem or like Gengar. Gengar is cool. Or Gyarados. He's cool too. Anyway, let's continue. Do we want to talk about Well, Sav was talking about. Let's talk about the World Economic Forum for a second. We're gonna watch which Pokemon had dreads. Oh, I like Scyther too. I want to be Scyther. Can I be Scyther? You said yes, you can. You said yes, I can to all of them. I want to be all of them combined. I like Scyther though. He's pretty cool. What had dreads? A Pokemon with dreads? I'm sure there is one. I could be. Hey, I could be Primeape. I got the monkeypox. Oh my lord. Okay, we're gonna talk about Sav goes to the World Economic Forum. I told you guys I'm a Sav simp, so we're gonna skim through these videos real quick. This is Savannah Hernandez. We're just gonna react to them, watch them. Apparently, the World Economic Forum is going on right now, and it's kind of funny. So let me just give me 1 second. Get this up. All right. We got Sav Hernandez here. The girl.
In Davos, Switzerland, covering the World Economic Forum. If you've heard the term the Great Reset, Build Back Better, or of course, you'll own nothing.
Love this girl. Scyther is awesome.
Here at the World Economic Forum by these leaders and by this
Davos
organization. So I'm going to take you guys on a
Ukraine,
tour
the
of
Ukraine
the
house.
promenade,
Hey.
which is where all of the various businesses that have been partnering
Sav
with
is
the World
hot
Economic
at
Forum
AF.
are at.
Sav is hot America
is
first.
Allowed to report on the inside events. CNBC, CNN,
with her cute little
Politico,
voice.
a lot of those
Man,
mainstream media from
stop
America
it. Stop it,
that are
Lord
constantly
Bibby.
altering our news and
Don't
our
gas
narrative.
me up.
So we're going to show you guys around. This year's theme is working together, restoring trust.
Restoring trust.
There's actually some protests.
Look at this guy. He looks like me. Except my dreads are way better.
Here in Davos, and we are very restricted because this private party.
He's a private party. It's a private party in Davos for the World Economic Forum.
There's as many police people as
There's as many police people as political inhabitants.
For a party of a few rich people, it's a private event, and we even
that van did not look like it had rich people in it.
There's just a few local businesses.
Okay, enough with this guy.
What's your message?
Dang old Davo, dread hippie.
We don't need leaders in this world.
We don't need leaders in this. Yes, we do. Okay, you're a little too far left from me, buddy. I know I don't like the globalist elites either, but we do need leaders. Sorry, I can't help but simp for Seth. Facts, bro. There's no choice. How's the sound, guys? I want you to be able to hear what's going on, but also be able to hear me.
What's happening? This is day one. You guys down the promenade, down the streets of all of the
this dude looks like
Screech. That they've created for all of the attendees of this meeting.
Thank you.
We'll take
Thank
you
you,
guys
sir.
down there, set the scene, and show you what is going on here in Davos, Switzerland for the
She's
entire
Bibby's
week.
tight.
We have 2,000
Tiger
elites that are
uppercut.
attending
Davos.
this
Hey, I don't know if
meeting where they're
Davos
going
is
to
so
be
bad.
talking about
I mean, if
COVID-19
that guy is a
climate change,
representation of their
economic
population,
weaponry,
then
aka sanctions, and of course central banking and digital currency. So we'll take you over there.
Yo,
Okay, so you were
I think
talking
if
to
I
me
met
about
Sav, I'd get
Accenture.
scared.
Explain what this company is that's at the World
Yo,
Economic
look at this
Forum.
girl.
There is the homepage of Bill Gates that is about ID 2020.
At least she's wearing a bra.
That is a digital identity because he
I can't be
says
covering
that
up Sav's
digital
face like
identity is a
that. What am I
human right.
doing?
And if you go see who is involved in the project of ID 2020, you see
Sound is
that
a little
it
low in the
Bill
video,
Gates,
but I
it
can
is
still hear it.
Rockefeller Foundation, it is Gavi Vaccination Company, and there
cover up
is
this girl.
Accenture. There is another know that this company is involved in the ID 2020 of Bill Gates. So we're here to say to people
ID
that we
2020,
want to
that's
plant
so
Taylor
2
in New
years
Order.
ago.
We have to get self-sufficient.
You guys got the little
and
star on your
independent
driver's license
because we need our
yet?
own food. If not, they can fuck us over. Because in Bologna they're introducing the
I got
smart
mine.
citizen wallet. That's
the mark
like
of the
a social
beast, yo.
credit system like China, and then
Like China.
they can give
Like
you
China.
points for good
Speaking of,
behavior or take away points for bad behavior. And in the end, it's like.
Speaking of China's
this year's
social
theme
credit
is working
system, it's
together.
not just the social credit system. They also have a program called Sharp Eyes. Well, that's how they do their social credit union. It's their surveillance program. And essentially, this is where the problem in the 5G theory comes from. It's nothing to do with COVID, which is what a lot of people screwed up the whole 5G theory, because when COVID happened, they started saying the 5G spreading the COVID, which which messed up the whole 5G theory and took people's minds off the fact that what the 5G actually does is it enables way more number of devices to be connected. So now they can have cameras connected to the internet and things connected to the internet everywhere, it increases the chance of automation, which means less employees, which means higher inflation, which means higher cost of living. They have to do a higher minimum wage because the few people that get to work, because the robots are doing all the jobs, have to get paid more, and everybody else is going to live in a pod for free, which will be provided by the government to you. And so the 5G, it wasn't about spreading COVID. The 5G thing was about more devices being connected to the internet, allowing for more surveillance, allowing for more data to be transferred between these surveillance collectors and data farmers and things like that faster. And it also makes people stupider because if you noticed, ever since you got a phone in your pocket, you don't remember any phone numbers anymore. I used to have everybody's phone number memorized. All my best friends, my grandma, my mom, my family, I had them all memorized. But now I barely even know my own phone number. So what's up, Stephen, Will, in chat? What's up, Lord Baby? Hey, I'm going to mod you guys up when we get a second of downtime. But basically, yeah, so in the 5G thing definitely is pertinent to the World Economic Forum. These massive corporations and stuff, they're the ones who own the surveillance. But anyway, what I was saying about, she mentioned China's social credit score, Sharp Eyes, the surveillance program, which enables their social credit system to work. Sharp Eyes was funded in part by the American CIA and the ABC Corporation, which is Google. And Google is banned in China. So China, they can't even use Google, but Google's funding their surveillance system. Does that make any sense, you guys? Think about it. Let's keep going.
Order where we
What's up, chat?
enter
I miss my pager.
like an authoritarian
Cover other girl
regime
instead of Sav. Yeah, I'm not covering Sav.
And will,
we need to cover right here
all human
for
beings.
appropriate.
And I don't look. Klaus Schwab wrote a great narrative.
Klaus Schwab,
and each human being should
a great narrative.
Be
it was
able
probably very
to have
smart.
his own beliefs, but he wants to put his
Casey
narrative
Jones,
on all of us,
girl.
and this is just a definition of oppression. And oppression dehumanizes people, and we should all be human, so we should be against oppression.
So we've been walking around the World Economic Forum promenade for about the past hour. We've seen a lot of policemen. We've seen a lot of Mercedes-Benz around here. This destination is really remote. It took us a long time to get here, and many people are pointing out that the majority of
this short's too small for me. I didn't see that, David P.
Or planes.
What's up?
I'm
a champ.
When I was actually walking in the airport, one of the first things that I saw was a sign welcoming in World Economic Forum.
I got this loud and I'm talking.
Talk to us about what you've seen.
That
what are your thoughts on everything so far?
Well, even from our way in from the airport, as I was coming to land, very rough landing.
Okay, guys, I'm playing around. Whoa! Stop! Sorry, guys.
Maybe 8 or 10
I'm messing around.
jets lined up on the edge of the runway. So obviously that is the attendees coming here into Zurich Airport to come here. But there are also a lot of people who have flown in to private jet in Davos in a very secure.
I don't care.
Airport, as they don't want to be
care who
seen
you are.
around the riffraff. The normal
Poor posture,
people,
man.
common man like ourselves.
Calling my pager would be clipped on my
bubbly,
Jenko. Okay, we
detached
gotta
from
actually we're
reality.
just letting this play. We need to
honestly,
stop it. So, and this lady's kind of boring, but very British. They're in Davos though. She could be British though, but they're in Davos. I don't know. She's a ginger like Hake. Talking about that girl. Tiger uppercut. Davos. Get her digit. Sounds a little low. Dreadhead looked a mess. Okay. Needs a whole class on talking to girls from Grimm. You talking about the dread guy or me? I need a class on talking to girls. I miss my pager. Digging them pigtails. Girl, who had the pigtails? Colin, my pager would be clipped on my Jinkos with my wallet chain. Facts, bro. I wore the Jinkos. I had the Jinkos. Yo, I had a phase where I had my whole head shaved except for my bangs. I thought I was an anime character. My bangs were like down to my chin. And I always wanted to dye my hair black and then bleach the bangs and make them like bright electric blue. This is like my gothic, or what we called freak phase, which is where you get everything from Hot Topic. And it wasn't quite gothic but we called it freak. It was a little different than gothic. This is years ago, guys. But my mom never let me do the coloring, but I did have the bangs up front. So I thought I looked like an anime character, and I used to draw it. Oh, that sounds so lame. Oh, snap. Don't give me no ideas. We need a hidden camera show of Lord Bibby using his Lord Grimm lessons, trying to talk to Ribs. Chicks dig the car. Let's see. You guys are just chatting amongst each other. That's nice. You know, all the lords and ladies talking amongst each other while I just rant about nonsense. JS, I used to be gothic. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that on one of the streams the other day. That's funny. I wasn't quite gothic because I think gothic, so what we called freak, was a little more colorful. So we had the Jinkos. They were huge. They went around our whole foot. Black shirts from Hot Topic that said like fart jar, $1 per fart. It was like a black shirt with a stick figure on it. And the big old ball necklaces, the metal balls, and the rubber bracelets, and crazy hair. But I never but all my things had like accents of bright colors and stuff. Whereas the gothic people would be like pale and just black. Just everything was black and black makeup and stuff. I never painted my nail. I think I used to color like one of my nails with a Sharpie sometimes, but Hot Topic was my favorite store back in high school. Yeah. I got out of that phase pretty quick though. Then I had like a thug phase where I thought I was black. Then I had what else? And then I had like a little preppy phase. And then the longest was like punk skater phase, and then I kind of combined that with the preppy, and that's just what I've always been now. Is just basically like PacSun, Zoomies, nice clothes, but also kind of chill clothes, skater, surfer type, but nice skater, surfer type, not grungy. But anyway, I hope she's Vietnamese. If you're talking about Sav, I think she's Mexican. She's Hispanic. Savannah Hernandez. Sorry, we're just paused here looking at Sav. I'm sorry, guys.
And we're certainly not on their minds at all. So you have the top of the top, and then you've got the.
So this is the World Economic Forum. Rich people.
That means.
Basically, you can see who's working the event.
Yeah.
You can see who's invited.
Here they talk about the badges.
Who's also approved press. One of the things that I've been noticing as we've been passing people
this
with
part's
badges
kind of interesting.
Is they look down immediately to see if you have a badge.
Yeah, to see if you're worth talking to or not, to see if you're an elite or if you're still an elite but less of an elite. But don't worry, you don't also need the badges to spot who the elite are, because you can just see who's wearing face masks and who aren't, because as usual, COVID can only attack the poor.
Ooh, that girl on fire. Hey, she knows what's up. And we got one more. We're going to watch this one real quick. I haven't watched this yet. This is my first reaction to this.
And
but apparently
surrounded by about 8 police officers.
Somebody was arrested.
Fully loaded, guns in hand, and they took apart all of our equipment, searched us. Everything.
So the cops just ran up on the press.
We're pointing at the exit sign right next to the Congress building.
Wow.
Hey guys, this is Savannah Hernandez at opening day
Stop
of the
it,
World
Sav.
Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland.
Just FYI.
Now, I've been walking around today.
We don't need no
and
stinking
there are
badges.
so
You know where
many
else they gave
white
people badges to
walking
wear
around. And
with colors based
these
on like
workers take
their
your
status and their class
big
and stuff?
names. Avi Yemeni has been doing a great job of confronting the majority of these
She could have
people.
benefited from an orthodontist, but hey, she's hanging with Snaggletooth
the
Brits.
actual conference. And Jack Posobiec,
You talking about Sav? Hey,
journalist, was
talk
detained
about
over
my
there.
girl like that.
Excuse me, can I ask you why you're detaining this journalist?
Policia.
Can I ask you why you're detaining this journalist?
Sav, you don't have.
We're not able to report here?
Sav, be careful. This girl crazy,
Can I ask
dude.
you guys why you're being detained?
Can you...
Sav, you don't have the First Amendment. You don't have freedom of press in Davos.
Because I ask you to.
Can I ask why
I've been out the game so long.
I won't point the camera at you then. I won't film you, but I would like to know why this journalist is being detained on public property.
Where's the badge, though?
What's
the badge that little golden star?
How come he's being surrounded right now?
Or is he guy getting arrested? I think he's the guy getting arrested.
Reason he specifically was targeted?
There is a reason, because we
Yes, her teeth
have
not
to
great.
have a reason to,
Whatever.
to control a
What was the
person.
reason? What was he
Whatever, LJ Fox.
I don't have to tell you that. Why are you asking me that?
because this is
Right, we're men, we don't
there's
notice
many
these
journalists
things.
here.
I did
I'm
notice
not
the
sure
British
why he
girls, too.
specifically is being targeted.
There is a reason.
Look, I'm
but,
missing a tooth right
we
here. I
finished
can't
dinner
talk.
now, and we're about.
currently being
she just needs to be
detained, and I'm being
careful
told by the Swiss
because
officials here that I'm not allowed to record and that I need to delete the footage that I just got.
right, you're in
However,
Davos, Sav.
I
You know
asked
that.
for the specific law pertaining to that, and
They don't
nobody
write
can tell
down
me
laws
because she
there.
doesn't have a phone, which is why she can't tell me the law. But I have a phone, but nobody can tell me the specifics.
They just made the laws up as they go, yo. They'll kill you and put you in a trash can.
All right, Jack. So you.
Sav, hey.
Davos reports. We gave them.
They got
happy to hand it over. Didn't see anybody else being asked that question, but
Smashly. What's up, Smashly?
Sure, here's our passports.
Hola, Robbie L. Brown. What a mess. What a mess.
As we were just sort of sitting here, then they came by whatsoever. Actually, there was another guy here with a beer.
Yes, Robbie. Hey.
Repeatedly while I was standing here, I was trying to film as he possibly could while standing here.
All right, this guy's kind of boring.
These tables and
so basically, they were pointing their camera at the exit.
I start filming, and the police.
She's
and
breathing
the
heavy,
woman
like
with
something
them
just
say,
happened.
Hey, can you please stop filming? There's a law in Switzerland that says you can't film us. And I said, no, I'm not going to stop filming. Why are you detaining him? I don't stop asking the questions because I want to know why a journalist, when there's press all over this entire event, why it is
Robbie L. Brown, how's life? How's life, Smashly?
So they were in two.
Dang, they got vans rolling up.
But Basovic saying that they detained him.
In Hungary, if you have white babies, you get a van, some money.
Like this.
Any of you ladies in chat want to go to Hungary with me?
Here. The majority are WEF approved journalists who are only reporting on and talking to the people that they are allowed to. So to continue independent reporting on events such as these, go to WEF.
To continue independent reporting on events like these, don't get killed, Sav. Please. You need to calm down, girl. You need to calm it down. You're in Davos. You can't just be going around acting like you're in America. Ain't no First Amendment. Ain't no freedom of press. Can't just be recording what you want to record. That's dang Davos. What country is Davos even in? Switzerland. It's in Switzerland, right? Yeah, they're not neutral anymore. They're talking about joining NATO, right? So they aren't so neutral anymore. So now all the lefties can't be like, oh, Switzerland's neutral, and look at their socialist policies that are so amazing. What else we got? So that's basically Sav's coverage of the World Economic Forum. Pretty interesting, we'll get back to the globalists and the UN and the World Economic Forums and NATO and all that stuff in one of the next stories. But first, we're going to talk about Doctor Strange. I saw Doctor Strange last night. Let's do a little chill housekeeping. Before we start talking about Doctor Strange. I'll tell you guys a little bit about how my week went. Read the chat a little bit. What's up, Gibson Wilkinson? What's up, Posse? Swiss always hiding something. Only country that you never, ever hear about. Yeah, and that's because they're supposed to be neutral, but really, that's where all like the drug lords' banks are. That's where all the... Dude, Swiss chocolate's so good, though. Facts. Hey. Facts. I got some tea right now, but I got some hot chocolate in the cabinet. So I summoned Jim Justice. I see that guy in the chats all the time. I thought he was like a friend of Hake, but lately in chat he seemed like not so friendly towards Hake. But here, let me show you guys what happened the other day. The other day was mess. The other day was a mess. So first, this happened. This is my longboard. This is a soldier. This thing gets me around everywhere. Well, now it doesn't. No mods for no one, period. We've got a bunch of mods recently. I don't know how many mods I can have, and I can't make everybody a mod. And Gibson Wilkinson. Also, we have a rule here: no female mods. So, ladies, I'm sorry. Don't hate me, but it's just a rule we have. But anyway, my skateboard broke. There was like a festival going on downtown, and I was sitting at an intersection, and there was a bunch of people trying to cross over to the festival. And so it was like 20 people on the sidewalk ready to go as soon as the little walkie guy went off. I was on the curb, so I had my longboard, and as soon as the thing went, I kicked it out ahead of me, like I usually do, and I was going to jump off the curb and land on the board, skate off ahead of the crowd. When I kicked out my board, a car didn't want to wait for all the pedestrians, so it decided to floor it around the corner and crush my skateboard, and it sucks. And so now I'm riding that skateboard, which is it's a good deck. It's crappy trucks and wheels, but I have other trucks and wheels, but I haven't skated a street board in like 2 or 3 years. So it's a whole new world. And I'm an old man now, I'm getting older. My legs aren't as flimsy and whimsical as they used to be. So yeah, duct tape that mug, Lord Combi. It don't work like that. So we troll instead. It's all right. You're gonna troll me for not making women. I mean, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead and troll your hardest. Troll your darndest. I don't mind. It dead. Yeah, that board gone. Don't no sense praying for that board no more. It gone. Love from the posse. No chomos here. Good. Well, that's good. Got your six. What's up? Got your six. How you doing tonight? But yeah. So then that happened. Then I went to the park and I dropped my phone in the lake. Which last time that happened, my phone's supposed to be waterproof. So last time I dropped my phone in the lake, I pulled it out and it was still working, and I thought it would be fine. And a couple hours later, it just totally died on me. And then I opened up the case and I saw that there was still a bunch of water in the case. So the water slowly seeped into it. So this time, as soon as I dropped my phone in the water, I reached in, got it out of the case, dried it off, and everything was fine till like 3 hours later, the screen shut off. And I was like, oh no, this sucks. Because my phone, I do a lot of this stuff on my phone, a lot of like editing of videos on my phone and research and all the stuff on my phone. I like your Pokemon post. That's Dragon Ball. Come on now. Come on now. That's blasphemy, Smashly. Smashly with the blasphemy. That's Dragon Ball. This is Goku. Okay? You don't get them confused. All right? Don't get them confused. This is not a Pokemon card. This is a Dragon Ball card. And it's worth $300. So just back off my Pokemon cards. And so as Lord Colin B just said, I put it in rice overnight, and the next morning it was fine. So the screen did shut down eventually because there's cracks all on my phone. But I put it in minute rice. Next morning, it was good. Everything was fine. So that was nice. That was nice. What else? So then I went and saw. Well, let's just before we talk about Doctor Strange, some pop culture stuff. I saw the Cat Williams World War III special on Netflix early this week. It's really funny, guys. If you like comedy, it's not super raunchy until the last third of it. Like, so the first 2/3, he's actually pretty based. He's saying some stuff that is kind of offensive, but it's also very funny. It's kind of based. He talks about how the Garden of Eden, the tree was not a physical tree, and the fruit was not an apple. The tree was us, and basically the fruit was this region, and we weren't supposed to eat of the fruit. And what he said, the joke he makes is actually really based, and it's like, yeah, that's kind of what we've been saying is basically the man fell for the woman for the fruit. He ate the fruit, and God was like, get these heathens out of my garden. Dragon Ball, nice flag. Let's see it. So yeah, the Cat Williams special is good. The last third of it is really raunchy. You probably, if you're not into like stuff like that, then you can turn it off at that part, or just don't watch it at all. Other pop culture related things. There's a flag. You like that flag? Other pop culture related things. Speaking of comedy, I'm big on comedy, guys. I like stand-up comedy. Norm Macdonald has a new post-death special dropping on Netflix, and he recorded it in his house before he died, and he knew he was going to die. He had cancer, so he's coming out with a special on Netflix. I think it's late this month, so it might be before. Today's the 23rd. I think it drops on the 30th, so it may be dropping next show day. Dude, this shirt fit me like 3 months ago, but now I'm like a beast now, so it doesn't really fit me. It's getting a little small and tight. Toy like a toy guy. Okay. I don't know. Other pop culture thing before we get into Doctor Strange being super woke. I guess this is kind of, well, I don't even know if I want to talk about that. Basically, it has to do with, well, Now, we were not even going to talk about that. I don't even want to talk about it. I did enough talking about it in the Fallen State chat, and people probably thought I was crazy, and I was just like rambling about stuff. But anyway, forget that. Doctor Strange. I saw Doctor Strange, guys. It was super woke, and I was upset. I was cool with, special effects were fun. The monsters were cool. I can't remember his name, but he's in Marvel vs. Capcom. The eyeball with the tentacles. I forget what his name is. That's not a Pokemon poster, Smashly. That's Goku, and there's Vegeta. Well, he's not on it. He's way up out of the picture. This is the Kamehameha. This is the Gallic gun, and these are the Dragon Balls. And this is Starry Night from Van Gogh in the form of Dragon Ball. Now, from Akira Toriyama. So, just because you're not cultured enough to know the difference between Pokemon and Dragon Ball, I'm sorry. That's not my fault. Disney is toast. Let it crash and burn. Facts. And I really liked Spider-Man because it wasn't super woke. Now, this Doctor Strange movie, I don't know. At first, it started out subtle, and then it was not so subtle. But here's the thing. Where are we at? Where did my stuff go? It's right here. All right. So there's a new character introduced. I thought her name was Star Power or Star Girl, and a lot of times, some pundits and stuff are talking about the new She-Hulk trailer, and they're like, this is a feminist thing and blah, 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 blah. But actually, She-Hulk has been a Marvel character for a long time, and she's always been an attorney. And so that's a thing. Now, them choosing to make a movie out of that, I don't know if that's such a good move. She's kind of a lame character. But I know it's all about the women's empowerment and all that stuff. So I kind of get it. Hopefully that movie's not a totally, feminist message pushing stuff. But Doctor Strange, we have a new character named America Chavez. And in the comic, you'll notice she's got this jacket and it's all America based. Well, I was like, maybe America Chavez is an old Marvel character. She's actually a fairly new Marvel character, and she's the first Marvel character to be a Latina, openly lesbian character. Lesbian! So America Chavez is an open lesbian, but in the movie, on her jacket, they make sure to include, let's see if I can find a picture of it. Oh my gosh, in the art, in this promotional art here, they don't show it. But in the movie, she's got a pin on her jacket. Why can't, none of the pictures are showing it. Here we go. She's got a pin on her jacket. So she's got an America jacket. Her name is America. She's got star power. You'd think she's super based American chick. But no, she's got a little rainbow flag. ISJ Universe. If you ever want to go in Facebook for trolls, we can bring it. Marvel Dead. If you ever want to go in Facebook for trolls, we can bring it. She Mexican lesbian. So, and she's a new character, and most of these movie characters, guys, they've been established for a long time to get a movie. This character gets a movie. I know it's a cartoon, so, it's cartoon privilege. It's cartoon Mexican lesbian privilege, honestly, and I don't like it. Because this character's only been a character in Marvel for not very long. And, for a while, if you're into Marvel stuff, I'm not into DC, but I do like Marvel, or I used to. But it's all gone woke. So we got the first Mexican lesbian character in Doctor Strange, and she makes sure to wear her lesbian pin. Yo, the funniest part of the movie, though. Okay, there's a bit of a spoiler here, so if you haven't seen the movie, you're planning on seeing it. I haven't spoiled anything yet. They don't actually say that she's a lesbian in the movie, which is, it's kind of cool that they didn't push it that far. But in the comic book, she is definitely an openly lesbian character. And this one has the rainbow flag, which I don't really appreciate the rainbow because that was stolen from Christians. That's our sign that God keeps his promises. What up, Lord H. Sizzle? Jumping in the chat. How you doing? DC and Marvel a mess. Yeah, guys. So Marvel Comics have been doing this for a while. This vocalization of the comics, and now I'm going to talk about this in a second, but Thor's a woman now. Spider-Man, they got to have a black Spider-Man, but I like Miles Morales. That's cool. I like him. And I don't mind if they make a new character and it be this, it'd be a different type of person. But when they have a character like Captain America and they replace him with a woman, or they have a character like Thor who specifically only he can pick up Mjolnir or however you say it, and then a woman picks it up. So in the previews for this Doctor Strange movie, they did a preview for Thor: Love and Thunder, and basically in the preview, in the last seconds of the preview, he's fighting with what's it called, the axe hammer thing, and then they cut to a woman, or they cut Mjolnir. I can't ever say it, but it comes down in the sky and a woman grabs it. Now that's the new female Thor. If you read the comics, she's been a thing for a while now. She took Thor's place, a woman, and the story has always been that only Thor, a man, can carry that thing. So if they wanted to make a new Thorette or something like that with her own weapon, I'd be all right with it. But no, they just basically rewrote Thor as a woman now. So, and in the theaters, when that happened, a little boy yells out, and I'm in Salt Lake City, guys. It's like one of the highest gay populations, and I went downtown and saw this at the Downtown Mall movie theater, and it's one of the highest gay populations in the country. And like a lot of the theater was very, if they weren't gay, they were very I don't know, that type of, SJW type, libs, basically, all in the theater. And when that happened in the previews, this little kid goes, "Why she got Thor's hammer?" And I was like, "Exactly, kid." Like, I didn't say it real loud. I said it kind of just to myself, but a few people around me heard it. I was like, "Exactly, kid. That's what we were all saying." It doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad a little boy in the theater had more sense than, the people who work at Disney. But okay, so now we're going to go into the funniest part of the Doctor Strange movie. This is a little bit of a spoiler. Not really. It's not a big spoiler, but if you plan on seeing the movie, maybe like mute me for like 2 minutes or skip ahead if you're watching the VOD. But the funniest part of the movie is the little girl's talking about her power is to jump between multiverses, right? But she can't control her power. It only happens when she gets really scared. And I forget what makes her really scared. I can't remember. But basically, she's, going through like a flashback of all the times she used her power in the past. And she's talking about her two moms. And they show on her planet, there's her two moms. She's got two moms. And they don't really go in depth about it. Like if in that galaxy, maybe women get with women and men get with women and it's normal, in which case that wouldn't be gay because that would just be normal in that multiverse. But they don't explain that. All they explain is that she has two moms and those are her parents, and something happens and she gets scared and she opens up a star portal and her moms get sucked into another multiverse, and then they never resolve it. It never gets resolved in the movie. And I was just like, yo, hey. Oh, man. But I mean, it makes sense that she's the first openly lesbian Marvel character because she had two lesbian parents, and that's generally what happens statistically. So, yeah, that's that. We got America. Who is America Chavez? But yeah, I did like a lot of things in the movie. A little bit of spoiler action. Professor X versus the Scarlet Witch definitely was a great scene. Because those are two of the strongest characters in the Marvel Universe, and it was pretty awesome. Also, when Scarlet Witch was fighting the Illuminati, that was pretty awesome. And, if people are like, I'm not big on the whole feminist movement, empowerment thing, but I don't mind Scarlet Witch being the main villain in the movie, because in the Marvel Universe, she's actually one of the strongest beings in all of the Marvel Universe. So it's actually, it goes with the comics. So that's that. Doctor Strange gone woke. All right, guys, let's catch up on these chats a little bit. I haven't been reading them. I've been ranting. Man, you guys are blowing up chat. Thank you. Everything anime is Pokemon from Smashly. What a shame when they ruin a great franchise from Lord Luca. Do you do Facebook Lives? I do not. I'm usually banned on Facebook most of the time. I catch 30-day ban. If I called somebody a moron on Facebook and I got a 30-day ban, because I've got so many bans for bullying and hate speech that which calling somebody a moron is bullying. We're not allowed to call people dumb anymore, which sucks because how are people going to know when they're being dumb if I'm not allowed to tell? And I'm not a smart guy. I'm not like an intellectual. That's an insult around here, guys. We are not intellectual. We're anti-intellectual around here. I'm okay with people being smart. I'm okay with people speaking well and knowing a lot of stuff and being intelligent, but not intellectual. We are not people of intellect. We are people of God. So, but yeah, I'm usually banned on Facebook. Gibson, how you? It's so funny how waterproof works, isn't it, JS? Right. Yes, waterproof up to 2 feet of water for 12 seconds, and then it's not waterproof anymore. Put it in rice. I did that. It got it working. It's not the fact that you refuse women mod status. It's the beta way you said it. Come on now. Okay. Nice flag. Let's see it. What a shame when they ruin a great franchise. Everything anime is Pokemon. MCU. Need a poster of Over the Top. What is Over the Top? Mexican lesbians. Naruto. I don't watch Naruto. JS Urban Adventures, if you ever want to go, I read that. What up? From Lord H. Sizzle. DC and Marvel Mess. They making Batman bisexual facts. I've seen that. It's whack. And also the newest Batman movie was like, I know that they were talking about like white supremacy and that and stuff like that. She only like 16. They need to calm down with that ish. Facts, Lord Bibby. I didn't even think about that. She's only like 16 in the movie. Now, well, they never actually say her age, but you got to assume she's young because he's like, where are your parents? Off the rip to her. She looks young, but again, in the movie, she never actually says she was lesbian. She just says that she has 2 moms, and then she sucks her moms through a portal forever. and she's got her little pendant. So, Lord, his rival of enemy is Rick Ross. So Wingstop, Mjolnir. Don't mess with Marvel or DC. All Image Comics, nice sizzle. Facebook of Mama Facts. DC needs to bring back Tim Burton. Tim Burton's cool. I also like he's not very like appropriate, but Johannes Vasquez, if I said his name right. He does Invader Zim, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Those comics are awesome. Lord Bibby, when the next Bibby 42 show coming on. Batman isn't bisexual. I mean, he was always vicariously gay. Him and Robin. We've always known it, but now they tell us. And I was okay knowing it without them telling me, you know? I was okay knowing that Batman and Robin were getting it on. I just don't want to know. I don't want you to tell. Like, I know, but I don't want to know, you know? All right, sucking through a portal. Gonna be Monica Lewinsky. What the? Hey, okay. What else we got? We got, okay, so this is our second big story. It's not really even a big story. I don't have much to say about it. But here's the thing, guys. Where are we at? It's going to be this. Open this. And close this. We're going to do this one. And this one. Here we go, guys. You ready for this? Are you ready for this? Let me know what you guys think of aliens. Next topic, we're talking about aliens, boys. UFOs. The Pentagon has declassified UFOs. Now, I thought this happened a while ago, but I guess it's a new thing again in the news now, but it's not really a big thing in the news because they're trying to keep you focused on monkeypox and Ukraine and abortion and killing babies and formula shortages. Anything other than looking at our border and looking at, you know, the World Economic Forum, things like that. So this story is not a big story, but I thought it might be interesting to you guys. What do you guys think of aliens? Let's listen to this clip from Fox News. How long is it? 10 minutes. We can't watch this whole thing.
Chairman Carson, Ranking Member Crawford, and committee members, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here today.
First hearing on UFOs in decades.
Regarding unidentified aerial phenomena. Since the early 2000s, we have seen an
there are dark
increasing
aliens
number
and sacred
of
light
unauthorized
beings.
and or unidentified aircraft or objects.
And we're not talking about illegal aliens. We're talking about space aliens here, but
reports of sightings are frequent
also
and continuing.
frequent and continuing sightings.
A number of factors, including our work to destigmatize reporting, an increase.
Now, what we need to understand, guys, is that this is UFOs as unidentified flying objects. So they're not necessarily inferring that it came from space, but they're saying that they don't know of any of this technology. Now, we have the Tic Tac footage of the Tic Tac flying around. And then we've got this new Pentagon footage of them flying, the night vision and stuff. I'll see if I can find some of the footage. But basically, this is Deputy Director of Naval Intelligence with the Pentagon from Congress, and they're talking about
new systems such as quadcopters and unmanned aerial systems that are in our airspace.
They're talking about UFOs.
Identification of what we can classify as clutter.
Aliens have saved us from nuclear holocaust.
Of air trash.
Grays and greens.
And improvements in the capabilities of our various sensors to
break
detect
your heart.
things in our airspace. Almost
Space aliens here to take
Deputy Secretary
Tony to
Defense Norquist
planet
directed
Mars.
The establishment of the Unidentified Aerial Phenomena Task Force within the Department.
They made an Unidentified Aerial Phenomenon Task
Force was built on the foundation of the Navy's initial efforts to respond to the reports from our aviators on unidentified objects.
Ever heard of Phil Schneider? Maybe.
The basic issues then and now are twofold.
Space aliens here.
First,
Bob Lazar. I've seen Bob Lazar on
unidentified objects represent serious hazards to safety of flight.
Pleiadians.
In every aspect of naval aviation, safety of our crew. We forged partnerships with the research development.
So we've got a lot of stuff. Oh, there it is. We've got a lot of stuff coming out about the UFOs.
Appears to be triangles.
So here's some footage.
Recorded several years ago.
Yeah,
off the coast of the
it's a couple
United
years
States.
ago. This was declassified actually a while ago. Then we also have the Tic Tac footage. That's crazy.
In the area. Now, importantly, the video was taken through night vision goggles with a single lens reflex camera. These remained unresolved for several years.
Do we have any more?
Triangular appearance is a result of light passing through the night vision goggles and then being recorded by an SLR camera.
Wait, so they're saying that that's nothing?
Everything that we observe is identifiable, but
see, so basically that could just be how the light reflects.
It takes considerable effort to understand what we're seeing in the examples that we are able to collect.
Tyrizzle, aliens hang out around the Chevron waiting to build a deck. Spectacular creatures, especially the ones with mullets. Facts, bro. Hey, my little brother has a mullet. We're bringing the mullets back, boys.
That's not always the case, though.
Looks like a magic 8-ball.
That can be unsatisfying.
Yeah, it looks like light refracting through the lens of the camera in the night vision weird. Honestly.
And where they originate.
There's a theory that that guy, that Austrian artist, had a lot of technology. Have you ever heard of the brown note, Lord Bibby? Yeah, that Austrian artist was working on something called the brown note, which is basically a note that they could play really loud to make all the soldiers that hear it poop their pants. This is facts, guys. You can look it up. So I already did the research, so you don't have to Google it. The brown note. Okay, Scott Brady looks like an alien. So this is all just talking about these UFO sightings. We've got a lot of footage. They're just showing that same footage over and over again. But I want to show you something. We're going to listen to some Rachel Maddow. Who knew Rachel Maddow was onto something? Now, this is something that is starting to make its way around the internet commentator sphere. But this is something that I was on really early, guys. People talked about this flashback video and how basically they were using it to justify the aliens are coming to kill us all. I disagree. I'm taking the unpopular opinion and I'm saying that this is just another COVID. It's just another, what was it? Y2K. Come on, you guys know all of them. Y2K is another monkeypox. Here we go. This is from Ronald Reagan talking to the United Nations a long time ago. Now, this clip from Rachel Maddow, who I don't like, but whatever. Let's be on. This is from 2013, but the clip from Reagan is much farther back than that. So let's listen.
That towed the line between deeply prophetic and deeply weird, and he said it at the United Nations.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Ronald Reagan wishing an alien invasion on Earth because of the kumbaya effect it would have on relations among nations.
What else? You know what else they said? They said that a global pandemic might bring peace amongst the world. They said that that nuclear war might bring peace on Earth. And then what's the last step, guys? The last step to totally enact globalism is an alien invasion. It's coming, guys. It's coming, and it's not going to be real. Just like all this other stuff, it's not going to be real. It's going to be fake, guys. I want you to know. I want you to be ready for it. Just like the monkeypox, they're going to try to get you vaccine for. Just like the COVID, which I've got 27 different vaccines for COVID, guys. Sue, I got vaccinated. I'm telling you. I'm fit bill of health, okay? Now, what do you guys think? Rachel Maddow hot? I didn't call her hot. Like sweating during her softball game. Yes, Colin. Same age as Biden. So what do you guys think about that? You guys are saying you believe in the grays and the greens and the ancient aliens, and I don't believe in any of that crap, guys. I don't believe in aliens. And it's funny. I know like atheists that will tell me you believe in God, but you don't believe in aliens. I'm like, you believe in aliens, but you don't believe in God? Come on, guys. Now, I know you could believe in both, and you guys might be right. Maybe there are aliens, but if there are aliens, I feel like they would have already came to visit us by now. And also, this was also in the Cat Williams special. He's talking about how we've been to, according to NASA, 300 planets and investigated them and not found one eensy teensy beansy little bit of evolution. None. There's none. There's no evolution anywhere. There's no life out there, guys. There's life on Earth. That's what I believe. You guys can disagree with me. That's fine. But I know what I'm talking about. Rachel Maddow got more hair on her legs than JS got on his face. Dang, they smashing me. Y'all don't like me talking bad about the aliens? So, guys, regardless of whether aliens are real or not, I'm telling you, they're going to slow drip this. They're going to slow drip this proof of aliens and this proof of these UFOs. And then there's going to come to a point where we're at war. The whole world's at war. And then they need one more thing to push the people over the brink. And they're going to have a satellite with lasers in it, which is already something that people have, that China's been working on and other countries have already been working on it, guys. We just shot a hypersonic missile. America was the first place to shoot a hypersonic missile that goes 5 times the speed of sound from the air. China got them first. China can shoot them from the ground. America can shoot them from the air. Satellites with lasers on their freaking heads are not that far off, guys. So here, how do you convince people that there's an alien attack going on? Well, you slow drip them little reports. The Pentagon declassifies the aliens. We talk about the UFOs. We got people like Joe Rogan just feeding the masses, giving them their alien fill, giving them their little alien shot. And then their satellite does a laser attack at whatever they think the most troublesome places are. Simultaneous wipe off a bunch of cities from the earth. And people say, Josh, they're not going to kill people. What do you mean they're not going to kill people? You don't think that they'll kill some people? They're the ones they're the eugenicists who want to reduce the population, right? They're said in the World Economic Forums that by 2030, they want to reduce the population by 30%. How do you do that? A satellite with freaking lasers on its freaking head. And you blast everybody. You tell them it's the aliens. And then we kumbaya our way to joy, like Rachel Maddow said, as one globalist nation under God, and we have national socialism, or not national, global socialism, global communism, and everybody's united, and nobody has anything, and everybody's happy because we survived the alien attack. So that's what's going to happen, guys. What do you think? Let's read chat. Sorry, I went on my soapbox. About the fake alien attack that is coming. Mark my words. Write it down on your calendar. I said it. It's going to happen. What's chat saying? Rachel Maddow kind of hot. She's a man, baby. All I'm saying, Benedict Cumberbatch isn't from planet Earth. Look at him. It's called Taco Bell. Where Lynn at? He's still pooping in the woods. Hey, Lin Yin Chin up in here will help me with some words. Because sometimes, when I get lost and I'm looking for words in my head, I think that's from doing a lot of drugs throughout my life. Now my brain is like not as fast as it used to be. And, sometimes I need Lin Yin Chin up in here to tell me what word I'm looking for. I was hoping for Terminators by now. Well, I know. Where are the flying cars? all the movies said we'd have flying cars by now. No flying cars. So it's either Elon Musk makes Neuralink, and our brains go onto a stack where we can live forever, and just we make bodies, transhumanisms. We can make bodies in test tubes, and then we can implant the stack into their head. And we just live forever in these bodies that are built in machines. But our life quality is going to be miserable. We're going to live for 300 years, but our life quality is going to be miserable. We're going to have a little 3-foot by 3-foot pod to lay down in with our VR goggles. Oh, guys, speaking of that, never mind. I can't. I almost got started talking about isolation pods and how they would be good for silent prayer. But anyway, that's some Joe Rogan stuff right there. So either that happens, elongated muskrat with the AI, or the fake aliens and the lasers on the satellites send hyper missiles to blow up all the biggest cities in the world. Who wants to live forever? Facts, Lord Bibby. Terminating Naruto's. Yo. In the Showfrax in the holes. What's up, Showfrax? How you doing? Didn't I make you a mod last time? We gotta mod up some other people. Maybe next week, if you guys all come back, then we'll mod you up. We'll do it like a 2-week thing in the start, and then once we go for a while, other people who I haven't seen in other chats, they'll have to earn their mods over time. I don't know if I need a tinfoil hat for this or not. To watch this show, you might. We might get into some things. But at least I'm not sitting here telling you about the ancient aliens. I'm telling you the aliens are fake, and they're going to fake it. It's going to happen. Showfrax, what do you think about aliens, bro? You think they're real? The Pentagon has declassified UFOs, which really doesn't mean anything. It could just mean that China has some really good technology they ain't telling us about. Tyrizzle, just the two of us. Terminator has me questioning, why would an Arnold be a good infiltration unit when steroids are scarce? Huh. Yeah, you'd think that they would want to choose something that looked less noticeable. Didn't stand out as much, like a normal guy. Instead of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Milk is for babies. I drink beer. That's a quote from Arnold when he was young. So yeah, that's the UFO stuff. Other notable news. Let's just burn through this. See if you guys have think anything about this. There was a California shooting, and there was a Vietnamese hero of it. And I didn't really read anything about it. Man killed in Laguna Woods church shooting likely saved lives of 12 people. So I guess somebody went into a Taiwanese church and started shooting people. And this David Chow, 68 of Las Vegas, which worship we knew no one there. He spent about half an hour executed his spot. Okay, so David Chow is the shooter, 68 of Las Vegas. But where's the name of the guy who saved everybody? He's more important. In ensuing chaos, Dr. John Chang, 52, tackled him, allowing other parishioners to subdue him and tie him up with extension cords. That's awesome. But I believe he lost his life, and I think the guy killed 3 people. Yeah, but anyway, horrible. He went up in an Asian church and shot people, and this guy tackled him and saved some people. So it's a good little, it's a horrible story, but it's also a good story. Like, it's good to see that, there are some men out there that will stand up and do the right thing. And it sucks to see that there's crazy people out there that shoot people. So yeah, that's about that. And then we got, what else we got? Oh, also update on the Buffalo shooter. Turns out his manifesto was mainly copied and pasted from the New Zealand shooter, the Christchurch shooter's manifesto. Basically, if you just replace all the Allahu Akbar people with black people, that's what it is. That's what his 180-page manifesto is, copied and pasted from the New Zealand shooter. So that guy was just crazy. That kid was just crazy. But not too interested in this stuff. Do we got any other bookmarks? Oh, last but not least, we got to talk about I wasn't sharing that. We got to talk about the new press secretary, the MESS secretary, the new MESS secretary. Where's volume at?
Truth, Corinne Jean-Pierre, the
first openly lesbian black
now many
woman
people in this room have
press
known
secretary.
Her for some time.
Guys.
But for anyone who does not
I just
know
wanna,
her, I want to provide a little bit of a primer for you, so settle in.
Where King Drop at?
First, as you all know, she will be the first black
Show
woman,
right.
the first out
Tyrizzle, top of the line lot lizards. The
to
king.
serve in this role.
Wait,
Which
did she
is
just say
amazing because plus person to
Oh
serve in this role.
Hold on.
As you all know, she will be the first black woman, the first out LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role, which is amazing because representation
No, it's not.
matters, and she is going to she will give
That is not amazing.
and allow
You know what I got to say to her?
what
Where's
is
my?
truly possible when
Do I
you
got my
work
thingy
hard
thing?
and dream big, and that matters, and we should not we should celebrate that. But I also want to make clear what all of her qualifications are, what a remarkable person is. She got her start in New York City
So
politics.
annoying.
She comes to this job with decades of experience, even though she looks very young. We're both in our 20s. Having served in community.
And this article is from a lefty, and it's called Amateur Hour.
In the Obama-Biden administration,
Amateur
and
Hour at the White House.
Former President Obama's
You know what I got to say about
so
that?
longtime advisor.
Beta!
Okay, guys. So yeah, the article that went with this basically says this is from The Hill, which is definitely left-leaning. Amateur Hour at the White House briefing room. Karine Jean-Pierre made her historic debut as the White House press secretary because she's the first black lesbian openly press secretary, which nobody cares about. Notice they didn't say she's the first. Well, she wouldn't be the first woman, but they wouldn't say it anyway because they don't know what a woman is. You want to bring Ducey, and then Ducey murked her. How does raising taxes on corporations lower the cost of gas, the cost of used car, the cost of food for everyday Americans? Well, Falls was akin to a high school student putting together a series of sentences in order to achieve a mandatory word count on a term paper. Here was the answer verbatim. So look, I think we encourage those who have done very well, right? Especially those who care about climate change to support a fair tax. I'm sorry, is this racist, guys? Tax code that doesn't change manufacturers, works, cops, builders, a high percentage of their earnings that the most fortunate people in our nation and not let that stand in the way of reducing energy costs and fighting this existential problem. If you think about that as an example, if this doesn't sound like it makes any sense, like if you guys are just listening and not looking and not watching, if it sounds like I'm just rambling on and not really saying anything, I'm reading it exactly how she said it. As black as the ace of spades. She needs the people's elbow from Lord Luca. Oh man, she needs the razor's edge. That sounds like a gay Frenchman. I love doing the black voice too, Jan. I'm sorry. I mean, people get mad about that, I guess. That's also important. But look. Oh, sorry. JS, make it make sense. I can't. That's also important. But look, it is, by not if. Wait, that's also important. But look, without having a fair tax code, which is what I'm talking about, then, sorry guys, I'm trying to make it make sense as I read it. Like manufacturing workers, cops. Didn't she already say this? Or did I read this twice? No, she said it right here. That doesn't charge manufacturers, workers, cops, builders a higher percentage. Like manufacturers, workers, cops. Then she realized she's saying the same thing she just said, so she stopped. It's not fair for them to have to pay higher taxes than the folks that. And when they say folks, they mean the marginalized people that who are. Sorry, she's a robot. She's a robot, and she had a like a malfunction. Who are not paying taxes at all or barely have. Okay, so no, she means folks by rich folks who are not paying taxes at all or barely. Oh my God. Anyway, so this is our new White House press secretary. I think I got YouTube pulled up. Here, we just got some YouTube clips. Um, is inarticulate, incoherent. Let's just pick one from Fox to watch real quick and laugh at this lady. How's that sound, guys? Let's check out Fox because I'm sure they're riding on her.
Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor in Focus. Your reaction?
How can you react to that, Harris? Look, for all the cruel depictions of this, I'll say one positive thing.
She steals the extra napkins and ketchup packets. Ketchup.
She's inarticulate, incoherent. There's no follow-up.
Is this just him talking, or do they show a clip?
But it's so off point.
This is just his commentary on it. I don't want that.
Two jobs. They're paying more than their fair share at the pump. And
I don't want that. I want to see something. The Guy Benson Show.
As we begin, I want to play for you an exchange
from
the White House briefing
so he's
room
going to play it.
yesterday.
I'm scrolling through it. I don't see him playing it.
It was yesterday, day one of the Karine Jean-Pierre era.
Where are you going to play it, bud?
Room. She is the new White House.
Doesn't change. That doesn't.
Oh, he's just playing the audio.
So look, I think we encourage those who have done very well, right? Especially those who care about climate change.
Phone News is the new Comedy Central. I don't watch any of them, but I watch all of them on here. We're going to use everything as references.
Cops, builders, a higher percentage of.
I don't actually watch Fox or CNN or any of that. She says it ketchup.
That stand in the way of reducing energy costs and fighting this existential problem, if you think about that as an example. And to support basic collective bargaining rights as well, right? That's also important. But look, it is, by without having a fair tax code, which is what I'm talking about, then manufacturing.
Boo, only audio.
It's not fair for them to have to pay higher taxes.
I'll just do my
than
face
the folks
instead of this guy's face.
Who are not paying taxes at all.
What the hell is?
Yeah. So.
Raymond.
We got another affirmative action appointee in the White House, guys. Awesome. Watch live. Sullivan holds press briefing. Yeah, I don't want to just sit. I should have, listened through some of these things and picked out some good clips. But it's just, this isn't something I was going to spend a lot of time on. But the new the new MESS Secretary. That's what it is. He got that marvelous card. Can I get 4 orders of spicy nuggets for $4? Karen Abdul-Jabbar Jean-Pierre. Spicy. Yo, can I get 40 nuggets from Burger King for $4? For real. 4 and 4. Ask for the senior discount. Just make it make sense. Yeah, I was not able to do that. I failed. So yeah, the new MESS Secretary. That was fun. We got monkeypox. We got. Elon Musk came out as Republican, and all the attacks came as expected. Everybody freaked out. Let's bring this up a little bit. Everybody freaked out. And they started accusing him of sexual stuff, and he just laughed about it. That was funny. Monkeypox. Last season of Better Call Saul is coming out. Guys, I'm a huge Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul fan. Hot sauce and press secretary. That movie falling down makes more sense every day. Biden be like most popular press secretary of all time. Come on, man. Malarkey. I can't get monkeypox. I'm autistic. Okay. Is that one of the things? Oh, also, Kyle Becker, former correspondent for Fox, I guess, tweeted about 16 runners in either the Boston or New York Marathon. Let me see if I can find it real quick. See if I can find it. Kyle Becker. and then we'll get into our little theology section. We're going to do a little quick Bible thumping. We won't stick on it too long, but you know, at some point I'm going to offend everybody in this chat. And just know, guys, I love you. Even if we disagree on stuff, it's fine. But this is my show, and I'm going to tell you what I know. And if you disagree, that's fine. That doesn't mean I hate you. And I'm also not, if I ever talk about something that maybe me and somebody in this chat talked about at some point, don't think I'm like attacking you, because these are common things that I talk about when I get into the theology section. I know that'll be that might make people upset. Biden has a progressive diaper changer from Lorcon B. LJ Fox still in the chat chilling with us, saying, yeah, that should work, Smash. What does Smashley say? Yeah, I can't get me. Yeah. That's based on where I live in Cicero. Let me see this tweet real quick. If I can find it. Yeah, here we go. All 16 runners who collapsed and the runner who died at Brooklyn Half Marathon said they were beep. The 22,000 runner race from the Brooklyn Museum through Prospect Park to Coney Island Boardwalk was held on an unseasonably hot and humid day. So it was really hot, and you know, runners just can't handle hot, right? No distance runner has ever ran when it's too hot and been okay. So 16 runners collapsed. One of them died. And all of them had one thing in common. They were professional runners. It is an absolute fact that all runners who participated in the Brooklyn Half Marathon on Saturday declared that they had been for COVID-19. I got to be careful. Whether or not that is relevant to the unprecedented number of runners who collapsed or even the man who died during the event is another story. Saturday's running conditions were unusually hot and humid even at 9 a.m. when the participant David Reichman, who's reported to have died, collapsed after the finish line. Well, you know, at least he finished the race. He ended it strong. He went out like a beast. He got through the finish line. Okay, that's not funny. Oh, so what do you guys think about that? 16 runners down. One of them died at the Boston Marathon because it was hot. That's why they died. Or that's why they collapsed due to the heat. So yeah, what's chat saying? Biden is not passing anyone or anything soon. I've heard that one too. I don't know where I heard it, but Biden shuts every morning at 8 a.m. He wakes up at 9. Biden yells at his TV when a colored comes on and speaks. Y'all are rough. Okay. So yeah, that was just another little funny story. But now I got to pull this up on my phone. So just the theology section, I just wanted to talk about a few things. I could do a whole episode on this conversation topic, which we're not going to do. But I am going to read some comments from some previous week's videos and just answer these questions real quick. And then we'll have just chill time. I'll take a little break. We'll play a song. And then we can just read chat and talk about whatever and just chill for a little while. So let me pull this up. Let's go comments. Let's go. I have responded. Got people commenting on there. Oh, wow. Somebody commented on my old methadone video. It's sad how you people lie so much for views. You're very misleading. The methadone program works nothing how you described it, and no one ever can quit 20 milliliters cold turkey. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyone want real advice on this topic? Reply or message me. This guy is a clown. Okay. Whatever you say, buddy. So he comes to my methadone treatment video, which everything in that video is 100% true. And you could tell by watching it, I'm not making stuff up. It's definitely what happened. And this guy says, I lied. No one can ever quit 20 milliliters cold turkey. 20 milliliters of methadone is nothing. Well, it's not nothing. It's anybody. And yes, you could quit it cold turkey, buddy. Have you never heard of people going to jail? People have quit $100 worth of dope cold turkey a day by going to prison. You think they all just die when they go to prison? No. Prison actually saves a lot of drug addicts because they go cold turkey. They're forced to go cold turkey. And yeah, maybe you have to have some sort of other thing to keep you from dying, but this guy's a whack. I don't know who this is. Joshua Felix. But anyway, that's just something I just saw. But anyway, we're going to read this question from Dean Milken. No. Oh, from Dean Thomas Triplett. You guys know this guy. He's not in chat, but he was really asking me a lot of questions. I was wondering, are you a JLP and Bond follower? I'm doing a short video on the fruits of JLP. I said yes. And then he said, do Bond and JLP change your life? I said, God and Jesus changed my life. JLP just helped point me back to what I always knew but had forgotten. And then he said, so you do the silent prayer and believe Jesus and God were separate. And I said, I pray silently without words while I'm alone, like the Bible tells us to. And Jesus himself said he was not God. So yes to both. Neither of those two ideas came from JLP. They're both biblical. Jesus wasn't looked at as God till 325 years after he died, when the Council of Nicaea, which was a bunch of old elite guys, made up the Trinity. And that's what we're going to get into today. JLP's been getting a lot of calls, and, basically, the point is, then he starts going into, oh, you just parrot everything JLP says and blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so it came down to the Trinity. And then I had another question that said, basically, they believed that God is feminine and masculine. And so I can't find the comment. Why can't I find it? Maybe they deleted it or something. Yeah, somebody said they believe God is masculine and feminine. And so those were the two I wanted to reply to. So as far as the God is masculine and feminine thing, I think that's part of Goofy Hal. I think Stacy would cut me up. Well, Tyrese, if you're a guy, I'd consider that too. Gap a plus. What did Joe Biden and Jeffrey? Neither of them can complete a sentence. Oh, Lord. You consider this rough? Rough, LOL. Who'd you rather, Stacey Abrams or that nappy press secretary? What's Stacey Abrams look like? Biden. All my heroes are in the methadone clinic. Yes. Well, Tyrizzle. I think Stacey would cook me on a hot plate. Lord H. Sizzle kept trolling. LJ, Dean told Grimm he was showing up at his house. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that on Grimm's thing. He didn't troll me like that. He started off nice, and then it slowly started to turn into, oh, you're just parroting everything JLP says. And it's like, bro, now I'm going to proceed to parrot what the Bible says to you because you're the Bible thumper, and obviously you're not thumping hard enough because you don't even know what the Bible says. God is not the author of confusion. That's Satan. So the simplest answer is usually the right answer. So when Jesus says multiple times throughout the Bible, John 8:40, John 8:42, Acts 2:22, John 7:16, John 13:16, that I am not God, that I'm the Son of God, I am the Son of Man, I am not a God. And when Jesus says that multiple times, and then God says in the Old Testament multiple times, in Numbers 23:19, when God says, I am not the Son of God, and I am not man. And then Jesus comes and says, I am man, and I am the Son of God. It's pretty obvious that Jesus is not God. And that whole idea comes from the Council of Nicaea, 325 AD, 300 years after Jesus died. This is the Catholic Church, which I don't even think they existed at the time of Jesus because there's no book of the Bible called the Catholics or whatever. There's Ephesians, Galatians, Colossians, Thessalonians. These are all the churches of the time. And Paul was writing them letters, either congratulating them on doing things the right way or condemning them for doing things the wrong way. Them Galatians were wild, guys. So That's what the New Testament is. He's writing letters to all these different churches, but there's no Catholic Church at that time. So the Catholic Church, which came later, Constantine organized the Council of Nicaea, which was a bunch of old intellectual elites who basically said, well, there's an argument here. It's confusing because we need to keep the importance of Jesus alive, but everybody says Jesus is not God. So to keep, the importance of Jesus alive, which is very important, Jesus is our brother. Jesus is our example of a perfect man on earth. What we should strive to be like, what we should strive to follow, that's Jesus, okay? The Son of God, we are sons of God. God lives in me like he lives in Jesus, right? But they made up the Trinity, and they said that Jesus was a deity, basically. And what this does, this is why the Baptist Church, which I was raised in, says that no man can be perfect. Even though the Bible commands us to be perfect. It doesn't just say you can be perfect. It commands us to be perfect, right? Well, how can I be perfect? I have to have a model of a perfect man. Well, that's what Jesus is. So as a Christian, which means Christ one, little Christ, or follower of Christ, what that means is he's my example. He's my model of perfection. And I strive to be like Jesus, to be a follower of Jesus and a son of God. But if Jesus is a God, I can't be a God. I'll never be a God. So that whole Trinity thing, that's Satan. Satan can't create. He imitates. So what he did is he just changed a little tiny thing about Christianity. And now for generations, thousands of years later, every church believes in the Trinity, which isn't in the Bible. There's no Trinity in the Bible. The Catholic Church made that up because the elites wanted to confuse people, and they did, and they deceived people. And now everybody says no man can be perfect. And now I still say no man is good. The Bible says no man is good, but good is God. God is good. But perfection on earth, we can be perfect. We're commanded to be perfect. We're commanded to be brothers of Jesus and follow his example and live how he lived. But if Jesus was a God, I can't do that. And there's no hope. And you might as well just end it because, sorry, Dean, but that's the facts. And you can check in all those verses. I'm not going to, this isn't like a church stream, so I'm not going to sit here and look them up for you. But you can trust, multiple times. Jesus said, why do you call me God? I'm not God. Jesus says, I do the miracles that I do, not of myself, but of God working through me, and you can do greater things than this. So if Jesus said I can do greater things than he could do, you think that I'm a God? No. Now the argument that people will use is, what about when Jesus says God and I are one? Okay, right. If God is living through me, I can tell you God and I are one. That doesn't mean I'm a God. That doesn't mean I'm God. That means God's power. I'm a vessel, and God's power comes through me, which means God and I are one, but I'm not God. You get it? So, jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes. What's chat saying? Chat, y'all just chatting with yourself. Nobody cares what I'm saying. Dean got blocked in my chat. He got goofy with Grim. Hello, Dean, a mess. It's all right. I wish he was here, and I would encourage him to call me on Discord. If he were here, I'd tell him, call me on Discord right now, and we'll talk about it. Because I Bible thump with the best of them, guys. I was born into the thump. He adopted the thump. So I just saw the other boy, LOL. Tyrizzle with the good male pattern baldness. Tyrizzle, see pure compliment. Tyrizzle, a tripod. Everybody's riding Tyrizzle. Only God knows why. Luca, I disavow. Jokes and jokes and jokes and jokes from LJ Fox. Luca said that's right. LJ Fox is a fox. Only picture I see of LJ Fox is a little tiny picture. You look alright. I can't really tell. I can't really tell from that picture. You look alright, LJ Fox. You look alright. But so yeah, so that was the whole Trinity thing. One day, maybe we'll go really into depth and we'll actually examine all those verses. But I just wanted to answer that question. Then also basically the question was, not only is God masculine and feminine, but man is masculine and feminine. Now, the idea of masculine and feminine, I don't think that even applies to God, because I think that's a earthly thing, like a worldly thing. It's a social construct, we could say. So God's not neither. Well, at the same time, I would say God is masculine because men are made in God's image. So yeah, we could say God is masculine, if anything, but But no, I do not agree that God is masculine and feminine. And I do not agree that men should have a feminine side and women should have a masculine side. I think that's why we have people turning little boys into little girls, and we have women thinking that they can do everything better than the man can do. Anything you can do, I could do better. They can run countries better. They can, do the military better. They can be police force better. They can, all of it. Everything. The women can do it better than the men. And I think that thought is leading us into some problems. We need strong men to stand up again. Men are weak, and it's a problem in today's day and age. So, no, I don't agree with that. And then the last thing in the little theological section is I've kind of changed my mind. Well, I don't know if I've changed my mind. Let me know what you guys think on this. That's all you're going to see now, my friend. That's all you're going to see now, my friend. Because I didn't mod you. Dang, you ain't sending the pics. Hey. All right. Alexander tied up and skips. Yo, I would debate Alexander too. Let me get at him. Let me get at Alexander. If anybody can message Alexander Onerhauser or whatever, I'll have him on the show and debate him in a heartbeat. And Dean. I'll bring them all. Okay. Come on. You get showed up. But Alexander asking his mom for a meatloaf right now. Nice. The last thing in the theology section, something that I kind of was thinking about. So, as conservatives, we always say that truth is not subjective. Truth is objective, right? There's only one truth, and it's the truth, right? But I've been thinking, and if we can do nothing of ourselves, right? If everything we do is either influenced by God or influenced by Satan, right? If we're of God, our truth is different than the truth of somebody who is of Satan. Because from their perspective, they're correct and they're right. And in their worldview, they are correct, right? So what I'm saying is I've kind of had I've come to a crossroads where I almost want to say that truth is objective and not subjective. Like truth changes depending on who you are and who you're talking to, because it's not just that they believe this stuff. It's that in their reality, it is the truth, Things like gender's not real or whatever. If you were raised believing that and you believe that your whole life and you buy into all those different schools of thought, then in your reality, that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But in my reality, you're wrong and I'm right. But in your reality, I'm wrong and you're right. And it's almost like the truth actually does change between different worldviews. What do you guys think of that? Am I totally wrong on that? I could be wrong. I don't, it's just something I'm just bouncing off you guys. Is there a shekel joke? I'm black and slow. Ty Rizzle. Hey, also, you guys, so that's pretty much it for all the topics, I think. Candace Owens went to Patrice Culler's house. That was pretty funny too. I don't have any clips on that, but that's some good news. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the news, guys. I'm going to play a song and take a break, and then I'll come back and just read chat with everybody. You guys have been chatting up a storm, and you're kind of just talking to each other, not really a whole lot of show for acts. Jesus is a manifestation of God, as well as the Holy Spirit. So God, it's 3 in 1. Try one. Yeah, show for acts. I know that's what they teach you. I know that's what you've been taught. Hard to comprehend. It's really not hard to comprehend. See, that's the problem. Your Trinity is hard to comprehend, but God is not the sower of confusion. God's ways are not confusing. God's ways are simple. Jesus is the Son of God. He's the perfect example of man, and he's our example. He's what we're supposed to strive to be like. If Jesus is God, I can't ever aspire to be Christ-like. How could I be Christ-like if Christ is God? That's ridiculous. So the simple answer is Jesus is not God. Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus was sent by God, and Jesus was with God in heaven before he came to earth. I believe that. He sits at the right hand of God, and he talks throughout the Bible as if God is another entity. He talks to God. He prays to God. Why would Jesus pray to himself? Show for Acts. And I know Jesus getting ignored on his own show. What the chance is ticked? Hey, facts, bro. That's the Godhead, which is fake. Right. Oh, we're listening. At least I am. Okay. I'm just playing, guys. You can do what you want in the chat. Almost what you want. There's some things you can't do. I know. Where's Lady Lydia at? Where's Lady Lydia J. Lindia at? Where's she at? Why ain't she in here spamming how many more subscribers she has than I do? I know he's getting wrapped up with the snake, so I hope they didn't make a porn like he was talking about. What the? Hard to comprehend for the human mind. Yeah, right, Shofrash. Your Trinity is very hard to comprehend for the human mind, and that's why the Council of Nicaea put it into everybody's head. It was a snake. It was the snake. It was the serpent. That's a lie, dude. The Bible makes it very simple. Jesus makes it very simple. Jesus says, "I'm the Son of God. I am not God." Over and over and over and over again. And the only times where you can kind of twist it to say that he's saying that he is God, you really have to twist it. Why are you twisting the words of the Bible? You can read it in any translation. The example they use when he says, "I am who I am." Today there was a caller on JLP saying, well, he said, "I am God," but he didn't say "I am God." He said, "I am, I am." And I know in Hebrew that could mean he's saying God, but it could also mean he's just saying, "I am who I am." And I always thought it was Lady Labia. What the heck? But yeah, so just be careful believing that, because that's a setup, show for X. It's a setup. And that's what Satan does. Because if you believe in the Trinity, you're believing something that's not in the Bible, and you're believing something that goes against what Jesus said. You're believing something that goes against what God says throughout the Old Testament. He says, "I am not the Son of Man." Jesus specifically calls himself the Son of Man. Jesus says, "I am man, I am man, I am man." He repeats it over and over again. And God says in the Old Testament, "I am not man, I am not man." So, just be careful believing in that, because it's a setup. If you believe Jesus is God, then how are you ever going to be Christ-like? You can't, because you're never going to be a God. So, and this is actually what the Mormons, Joseph Smith, he said the Christians are wrong because of this Trinity thing, and he was right about that. But then he went and made his whole religion up based off a bunch of other stuff that screwed it up. So he was on the right track, but then when he went and tried to change the Bible, that's where the problems came. The same thing with Muhammad. Muhammad said, "Yo, the Christians say this, but their Bible says this. The Jews say this, but their book says this. Why are you guys going against your own holy books?" And then he, made his own religion, and it was a very warring and violent religion, but he started with the right idea. So that's why I'm not going to be starting my own church, guys. I'm not going to be starting my own religion. I'm just going to tell you what this book right here says. Throughout this book, it says God is not Jesus. God is not a man. And it said Jesus was not God. So I don't know why you would believe these old elites. Bro, the Catholic Church at the time, and also they invested heavily into major sciences, which I'm not against science. I'm totally cool with science. But is Lord Grimm here? What up, Lord Grimm? I'm about to KO, about to knock out. Yeah, it's getting late. But yeah, we're done with the deep stuff. Salute, brother. Thank you. Hey, also, before guys start going to bed and stuff, we're about to take a break, but and then I'll come back and just chill for a little while longer. But check out on my channel, guys, the Tyson James Roe v. Wade #RoeV Wade challenge. And if you can, take a minute and send that to Tyson James on Twitter, or it's at Tyson_James_. And then just post it on Twitter, tag Tyson James and #Roe v. Wade challenge, just to try to get him to see that. Because I didn't do it the way I was supposed to do it. I was supposed to do TikTok. I don't play with TikTok. So, because of all them little boys that subbed to Skip found you. We could use a sound machine at all. I got a sound machine.
Beta!
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 Can you guys hear that? Last week I tried it, but nobody could hear it. Hold on, let me see this. You guys should be able to hear it. I can't see.
I'm smoking, she say pass it, she doing too much.
Haven't done my taxes.
Fucking with
Trump. Here's my soundboard. I gotta work on my soundboard. But all right, guys. So yeah, do that. Post it up there. Let's find a song to listen to. We'll bump this. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. Beta. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and then we will crack a brew. We'll crack a brew and chill and talk to you. Did that cover everything? Yeah. Let's do Get Behind Me. I would play my song, but I'm real shy about people taking suggestions. I don't. The problem is it would have to be an independent creator on YouTube because I don't want any of my videos. I'm not monetizing these streams. Super chats are on. If you guys want to send super chats are on. But otherwise, in retrospect, after the VODs are not going to be monetized, the stream's not going to be monetized right now. I can receive super chats if anybody ever feels like, dropping your boy a couple bucks for a Sammy. But other than super chats, these aren't going to be monetized. But when they take a copyright claim, whoever gets the copyright claim, the music group that gets the copyright claim, can choose to monetize my videos and make revenue from them. So 10 years from now in the future, I don't want money from my videos going to a music group that I don't know or that I don't support. So we got to be very cautious what we're playing. But what did I play at the first? Did I play Monkeypox at the beginning? Yeah. So we'll do this one.
So get behind me. Tell the labels to stop calling. Can't nobody sign me. And I know Antifa trying to find me.
Oh, tripping over stuff. Oh, we're gonna play this one. I'm back, but we gotta cut the. Check this out.
Hello?
This is so funny.
What's up, man? Bro, I haven't talked to you in a minute. How you been, bro? Yeah, bro, it is beautiful day. Today is a beautiful day for playing tennis, man. I'm out here.
Jesus Christ had dreads. Shake them.
What are you talking about? Tennis is not a white man's sport. Have you seen Serena Williams?
Sipping some blue moon tonight.
Man.
Got a couple blue moons.
What do you mean go get a tan?
Chill.
Wait a minute. I guess I need to be.
Michelle, Venus, and Serena are actually all three brothers. Gender is a construct, guys. A social construct. So they could be. All right. Now is the chill time. Do you drink Host? Host? What's Host? Do I drink while I host the show? I don't drink while I talk about the topics, while we go through the news and stuff, but at the end of the show, we have a little nightcap. I know it's getting late for you guys over there on the East Coast. About 10 o'clock. People probably going to bed. Still light outside here. It's 8:15. So, fish. LJ Fox. That's an interesting concept about playing music to trigger a sleep response. What is this logic from Wish? What's this logic from Wish? Logic, no. Oh, man. Logic is Tyson James on Wish. No. Tyson James is Christian Tom McDonald. Tyson James should be bigger than Tom McDonald, I think, but he is Christian. So he says all the things that Tom McDonald says, but he's Christian, so he doesn't cuss. But he says things that other Christian rappers won't, which I love. So, gotta do it right. But yeah, what else was there? Oh, you know what I wanted to play? This is funny. Let's do how's everybody's night going? 10:15 here. Yep, I know how time zones work, Lord Luca. I'm just playing. We're doing on alcoholism. It's so funny if I can find the right one. All right. All right. Yeah, this is so funny, guys. Listen to this. This is Norm Macdonald on alcoholism. Jesus are tough. I got to drink a lot of booze. Oh my god. He started talking about the crippling pain from the bowel cancer. Norm was awesome, dude. And that's why I'm super hyped. We'll definitely try to. I got to put Netflix on my computer because currently it's just on my phone. And I share. I shouldn't say that because Netflix is working on ending that. But AA is for quitters. I'm not a fan of AA and NA. And I'm a former addict, I don't believe that. I'm a son of God, but I used to do all this stuff. Still drink, still drink a little bit. Still do a little the greenery from time to time, But we tried to chill on it a little bit in our older age. We're trying to relax on those things. The only thing that I'm only vice that I have that I really need to overcome is cigarettes. And you know how JLP says don't share your vices with people because they'll judge you for it? It's like if you ever see me out, you're going to see me smoking a cigarette. So it's not like I'm hiding something. It's not something I have to hide. It's not like, I don't know, what are you drinking, gin and juice in the hood? LJ Fox drinking your gin and juice in the hood? She black. Chauffeur's drinking some red wine. Nice, man. My mom drinks red wine every night. One glass of red wine, they say, every night is good for your heart. And also, guys, if you want to get into it ever, I can go into multiple places throughout here that say that drinking is not a problem. It's not a sin. It's not wrong. In fact, Thunderbird is a cheap wine. Yeah, so I mean, I'm drinking a big bottle of Thunderbird every night isn't as bad as a bottle of pure vodka. But yeah, definitely. I'm not trying to who was the bigger alcoholic? LJ, will you wear your sundress while drinking that citrus type? LJ, getting kind of loosey goosey with her citrus summer wine or citrus summer gin. That's why your trolling is so weak. Because you're tipsy. I knew it. All right, let's keep going. Shots of whiskey and chased it with Thunderbird. Well, I did shots of vodka and chased it with 18 beers. And then I drank some absinthe and some Everclear on top of that. And actually, you guys want to hear a funny story? Actually, yeah, we'll tell it. The drunkest I ever got. It's a story for the children so you don't drink. Because this is what happened. Me and a couple friends managed to get an invite to a college party. And we go to this college party, and this is when we're juniors in high school, and they have an ice block that has a bowl carved into the top and a chute that curves down it. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Let me know in chat for the drinkers, but it's a giant block of ice with a bowl carved at the top. And what you do is you pour liquor into the bowl or beer mainly beer. Most people are doing beer. Not me, but pour it in the top, and you drink it at the bottom. So I showed up to this party, LJ making JS into a fembot. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Anyway, one wine, the blood of Jesus, take it and keep the blood, son of God, in my fast. Show for act. So this is not a story like that. So this is a story of the opposite of drinking in moderation. So I went to this party. I'm already pretty tipsy when we showed up to the party, and I was doing a drug called Xanax, which makes you do something called time traveling, where you start doing it Friday night, and then by Monday morning when you get off of it, you just time travel through the whole weekend. You don't know what happened. And anyway, I guess I was trying to show off for these college girls and college guys. So they had the shoot thing, and so I was like, oh, I could do this. I could outdrink all y'all under the table, and I'm one of the youngest ones here. And so I get up to the block. They start off with beers, and then these guys, they're pretty much college guys, and they wanted to make an idiot out of me, and they did a good job. So they to funnel your drink. Yeah, so they pour like one beer, then this guy brings in the next thing because I'm still going. He starts pouring Bacardi 151. He's got a big handle bottle, and he's got like the whole boot of the 151, which is like 8 to 10 shots of 151. He starts pouring that down. Then while I'm drinking this, they get another guy that comes with a half a bottle of Everclear. Then they pour the Everclear into it. So the two strongest liquors, 151 and Everclear, which are both like over 100 proof, they're both very, very strong. You can light these liquors on fire. And I'm just go. And then they told me this, but I was kind of almost at the point of blacking out at this point because I had taken the other stuff, and it was just starting to kick in, and now I'm drinking. When you mix these two, it gets very intense very quickly. And I remember drinking. I remember they started pouring bottles down. Well, actually, what they were doing is pouring all the fallen soldiers from the party, all the fallen soldiers, all the half-drinking beers, all the beers with cigarette butts, all the nasty beers with spit in them or whatever. They started pouring all the fallen soldiers into it. Now I'm drinking cigarette butts. I'm drinking spit. This is Florida, so a lot of the guys dip. I'm drinking dip spit. But by this time, I've just drank the 151 and the Everclear, and we're on another plane. So I remember standing up. I remember I started walking around the pool, and I was sliding along the screen, and I started freestyle rapping because this is back when I used to rap like more seriously. Like I wanted to be like the rapper guy. And so I'm like sliding around on the screen, and I guess I blacked out. They were recording me on a phone rapping, and I listened to it later, and basically it sounded like this. That's literally what it sounded like. And then one of them pushed me into the pool, and that combo will kill you. Yeah, well, my heart stopped a handful of times in my life from things like that. But anyway, somebody pushed me into the pool. They pulled me out of the pool. I'm soaking wet, and it's freezing. It's cold out, so I start freezing. They basically escorted me to the front yard. And then some of the girls who were nice, very attractive girls too, by the way, decided to help me out and strip all my clothes off down to my boxers, sit me in the front yard where I couldn't cause any more problems, and they put my clothes in the dryer until somebody could come and get me out of there. And my friend ended up driving me home because I was puking everywhere and just out of it. He threw me in the back of his pickup truck in my boxers, got my clothes. I woke up the next morning on the floor of my bedroom, totally butt naked. And I'm like 16 at the time, and my parents are super Christian. And I was probably like on like grounding. I probably wasn't even supposed to be out, and I snuck out my window because I was always getting in trouble. But fun story, yeah. So, and then they play some of my friends who were there. They played the phone messages for me, and it was just rough. LJ Fox going to bed. Good night, LJ Fox. Yeah, that's that story. Fun story. Don't drink. Don't do those drugs. Don't drink like that, kids. A lot of bad experiences from it. Tyson James in the house. Yo, Tyson James is in the house. What is up, bro? Hey. Sorry, man. We're in the not so. We were talking about some old stories from my misled youth. Watching some Norm Macdonald. What is up? I can't believe you're in the chat, bro. I hope you heard my My verse on that track. The Roe v. Wade challenge. I did it. I didn't do it on TikTok because I ain't about that life. But we're watching some Norm Macdonald talk about how alcoholism is the worst disease. But that's crazy. That's awesome. Tyson James is in chat. Nice, man. Yeah, we bump your music here, man. Definitely, for sure. And I'll post your vid when my phone recharges. Nice. Thank you, man. Heck yeah. Now I kind of feel ashamed for sitting here and I'm having a brew on the stream at the end of the stream. I'm like, man, Tyson James is a model example of a man. He don't play with none of that, and definitely a good example. And I'm not quite so much. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to get there. But yeah, I'm glad you stopped by the stream, man. We talked about a lot of news stuff. We talk about theology and biblical stuff. With the JLP chat family. JS is on fire. Hey, you just subbed. Hey, thank you, man. I don't know if you remember, but you've said what's up to me in some live chats before, because way back when you were much smaller, I was definitely bumping your music. So don't be ashamed, bro. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, we're trying to push the right message here and stuff, but I ain't totally perfect yet. But like I was just saying, we actually have biblical examples of drinking in moderation, as long as you're not getting drunk. What the Bible says is don't be like a sailor on a mast going to and fro in the sea. And I know how that feels. That story I just told, I was the sailor on a mast. That's why I was sliding down the wall and trying to freestyle. It's because I was a sailor on the mast at the sea. The sea was rough. I sure do remember you. Nice. Thank you, man. Heck yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, man, the first time I wrote Make Tyson a Mod, I can do that. Definitely deserved it. What was I just about to say? Oh, yeah, that verse that I did for the Roe v. Wade challenge, that's the first that I've written rap in like 4 or 5 years. And I used to, I've been writing raps for 15, 20 years. And I was in a juvenile boot camp. It was a Christian juvenile boot camp. And basically, it was a faith-based juvenile boot camp. So it was correctional. And I got to the faith-based one. Basically, they come and did an interview at the juvie. And if you wanted to get into the faith-based one, you pretty much had to prove to them that you weren't just faking to try to get into the faith-based one, because the faith-based one was nicer than the other ones. It wasn't as rough. So, I did the interview and I got to go to the San Antonio Boys Village. And there, we had church, we had devotional times and all the good stuff. We also had PT. We had to wake up at like 4 a.m. every morning and go out and do PT. And it was like military PT. And, but then when we had some free time, there was a pastor who would come in and he would do a rap, like rap. We would write raps and he'd bring in beats, but they had to be positive raps. We couldn't cuss. We couldn't talk about like drugs and stuff because we're in a correctional thing. So that was when I was like 18, and I was writing positive stuff. But then when I got out of there, I went right back to writing all the worldly stuff, and I wrote and rapped just dark stuff, drug-related stuff for a long time. Hope you get some subs when I upload your video. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Do you have the raw video, or do you have a way to share it? Broski Bear, what's up? First time here, Broski Bear. Nice to see you. Yeah, I sent you on Facebook a message that had I put it on Twitter, I put it on YouTube, and then I emailed you with the file paperclipped to it or whatever. So, but yeah, this is the first song that I've written in like 4 years, and it's the first positive thing I've written in like 15 years. So, yeah, I was definitely rusty. I wrote it yesterday while I was at the park fishing, and then today I just spit it real quick, but I have it nice. Thank you, man. Heck yeah, that's awesome. That's what's up. We bump your music all the time. It's on TikTok. Yeah, I also put it on TikTok. I made a TikTok just for this challenge, and then I didn't even do it right. You said I was supposed to do the duets thing, but instead all I did was just upload it on TikTok because I had the video file. I couldn't figure out how to do the duet thing, but I'm probably going to delete my TikTok right afterwards. I'm not a fan of TikTok over here. But granted, China probably already has all of our information anyway, regardless, because even if I don't have TikTok, just the fact that other people have TikTok and we're communicating, they got everything. So, I mean, it's really kind of just a principle thing now because, between TikTok and Zoom, China knows everything about all of America's politics and all of our, funny that right when there's a pandemic and everybody has to go inside and use the internet to communicate, China has a platform where we can do all of our political stuff and all of our school stuff and all of our religious stuff. We can do it on Zoom. China owns Zoom. I downloaded it from there. Nice. Heck yeah. Well, thank you, man. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. And everybody in this chat, well, you're forced to listen to Tyson James when I'm streaming because I bump it. But but go check out Tyson James. He makes, of all like the MAGA rappers, of all the Christian rappers, of all the rappers, period, really, in my book, like Tyson James is up there in the top 5 of everybody. So definitely go check that out. China has your DNA and the Vatican has your real birth certificate. I bet. Actually, I called into Nick's show and I was talking about how the Mormons have a vault here where they keep DNA records. So like the Mormons own Ancestry and 23andMe. And the reason they started that is to collect genealogical data on the entire population of the world so they could do posthumous baptisms. And they have a vault here in a mountain where they keep genealogical records on everybody. And their goal is to have the entire history, every single person who ever existed in the earth, to have their DNA records in a vault. But weirder than that, the vault that the Catholics have, there's a vault. Oh my God. I can't start talking about it if I don't have the data in front of me. But basically, there's a Catholic vault with some weird stuff in it. And yeah, I don't want to get into it, but let's just say they have body parts of people, and they're not appropriate, like little statues of a part of the body that you would not really think that anybody would save. And this was on the History Channel, guys. I'm not just talking about some weird, crazy conspiracy theory. This was on the History Channel. Top 10 most secret vaults. Look it up. I'm going live tomorrow. Broski going live tomorrow. Lord Luca probably going live tomorrow. But yeah, everybody check out Tyson James. That's so cool that you're up in my chat, dude. I don't know how you found it or what happened, but how much time we at? We want to go for 3 hours, so we got a little while left. About 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes. Let's finish watching this Norm Macdonald thing because the special is coming out soon. I don't know. I think we already watched 4 minutes of it. It's pretty much over. So anybody else got anything cool? Brosby Bear, Lord H Sizzle in the chat. But Norm Macdonald was cool. He was a little dirty. He cussed and stuff in his acts, but he was also openly Christian, and he would defend it. So I'm gonna get out of here, bro. God bless you. Hey, thank you so much, Tyson. I hope you. I'm glad you like the song. And dude, it's amazing if you or that going up on your channel is like crazy to me, and my mind's blown. That's crazy. But thank you, dude. I'm trying to network. Trying to get this thing going. It'll take it a while to get it rolling, but these chats are going well. And we're gonna grow. We're gonna grow for sure. and try to, entertain you guys. This is all for entertainment purposes. No information to be gained from any of these streams. Lord Lucas says, "Keep up the great work, Tyson." Tyson is fire, dude. Everything done in house. Well, I don't know about the beats, but yeah, just the editing, the mastering, the videos. I'm gonna hook you up. Hey, thank you, bro. Thank you. God bless, man. I love your lives, man. You're a fisher of men. You are a fisher of men. That's what's up. A model example of a man. So, spreading the good message, and we'll try to grow this thing here. We're still gonna be bumping Tyson and Bryson and all of them. And yeah, this is just mind blowing to me. I'm kind of shocked that I got Tyson up in the chat. So we'll keep growing, guys. I got the video on my channel for the Roe v. Wade challenge. It's alright. Like I said, I'm rusty. Haven't written in a while. Haven't spit in a while. But we covered all our new stuff. And yeah, we're probably gonna, unless anybody has anything to request, any music to request. Oh, you know what? Just came out today. Get a job. Get a job is amazing. Get a job dropped a new Savage Moments today. Check that out, guys. Definitely for sure. We got anything else? Totally in shot. You deserve it, yes. Yeah, thank you, Lord Luca. And Lord Luca, you should make a Roe v. Wade challenge song singing. I can't sing. I can't sing at all. But yeah, this is awesome. I'm kind of starstruck. The homie Tyson James showed up. It's amazing. Subscribe to the channel. Listen to the song. That's crazy. And the next thing is I gotta send JLP a one pager, or Nick, because I'd like to be considered for the network someday. I doubt if I was on the JLP network, I couldn't sip a brew on the JLP network. And I probably shouldn't be doing it on my stream anyway, because we don't want to be pushing the wrong message and stuff. But it's chill. It's the end of the stream. We're relaxing. But I want to send JLP a one pager and let him know that I get a lot of my news from him. Just watched the new Get a Job video. It was amazing. I've watched half of it before I started the stream. And it is amazing. But, let them know, hey, I use some clips from you guys. I get a lot of news from you guys. I've been watching for a long time. Give a little bit of my life, my testimony, my story, and just tell them, I just want to be considered someday, maybe just be considered on the list of people to consider for the network, help this thing grow. I could do the nighttime shows. Because we can bust out a 3-hour stream like nothing with no calls. I don't even got calls going, guys. Once we get calls going, it's going to be way easier. But I don't know. He's going to upload your vid, Tyson said. Yeah, if you go to his channel, he's uploading a lot of them, which is really awesome. They're getting like thousands of views for people, and that's awesome that he's doing that. I just didn't think it was going to get to him because I didn't do it the right way. But yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm pretty hyped. So, Tyson James puts it on his channel. We might get a little people up in here. Now, unfortunately, some of the things I hope that people don't disagree with me on certain things and then not want to listen. Because like what we were talking about tonight with the Trinity and stuff, and that word, I know a lot of Christians don't agree with that, and I think it's a pivotal thing. And it's a thing that a lot of people, if they don't agree with it, they might not want to hear anything that I have to say. So, but I can't walk on eggshells. I got to say what I believe and what I know, and I got to do it my way. So yeah. Still don't see Tyson with mod status. Oh shoot, can I do it retroactively? I have to dang it. I don't know if I can do it now that he's gone. Let's give Ty Rizzle a mod because I see him a lot. Chauffeur X was supposed to be modded already. Because Ty Rizzle was here last week. I've seen him a lot. I don't know if it's going to let me mod Tyson. Man, Tyson James is a moderator on my channel. That's crazy, bro. All right. Like 5 minutes left. Anybody got... Luca, you got one of like your songs I could play if you want? Or maybe we could just play a Tyson song to fade out to. Do we got anything else? We got like 5 minutes left in the show. Yes, click on his name. Okay, yeah, I just did it. Let's see. Is there one I haven't played yet? Let's play an old one. This is one of my... Let's see. I don't know. Let's play some American Muscle. Did I play this last week? Guys, we're going to be heading out. It's been an amazing stream. Awesome. Tyson James up in chat, moderated all the lords and ladies. Lord Luca, Lord H. Sizzle. We got Broski Bear, Tyson James. Raymond 11 was up in chat. We had... Who else? We had a bunch of people up here. We got LJ Fox, Ty Rizzle. Thank you guys. Lord Bibby was here. I think he had to go to bed. Lord Grimm was here. I think he went to bed too. Lots of people. Seeing if anybody else is in here. Chauffeur Axe was up in here from Argentina, drinking some Argentinian wine. The boss from Argentina, doing them high-rise climbing jobs like a true man should. Smashly in chat. We had lots of people. Lord Luke has been here the whole time supporting my boy. Love Lord Luca. Killing it on the lives. Lord Colin B was here. All the lords, all the ladies. People from JLP chat. Best live stream this side of heaven. Martin. You want me to call you Martin? I didn't know if you wanted me to call you Martin. I mean, I guess Martin from Argentina isn't really like gonna dox you. Just so out of time. Let's play this American Muscle song to end it. Tyson James was in chat, boys. Hey. Lord Colin B had to go to bed, and LJ Fox drank too much gin, so she's out.
I'm American, fly straight like a seraphim. Snowflake, no comparison. My flow great, call it arrogant. There's no debate, I procreate. Raising up little proteges, not hold weight, let me showcase. And I got muscle for the road race, man. We cooking it up in America, come get a bite of the pot. Better not do it illegally, better be doing it right. I'm in it to win it, you following me and I follow the light. You following me and I'm following Christ. American muscle, I'm all on the fight. Anything I want, man, I'ma go get it. The hustle got me geeking, leaking with the sweat. I built the house that I am living in, got no regret. I'm American. Get your muscle up your back.
Hey, good night, Lord Luca Music. Lord Bibby. We're so out of time. It's getting late. It's dark outside. Break out with American Muscle.
cars, this hustle hard. This American muscle.
Yeah, this American muscle.
Yeah, this American muscle. You don't wanna tussle, 'cause you gon' get American muscle. You don't want none of this. American boy, I'm one of his. I just got started, I ain't done with this, and I go way back. I'm in love with this, man.
Woo.
I am American made. I stand for the truth, I ain't scared of the hate.
This is my gym music.
I'm reminded of men when I stare at the flag. Salute. I'm in the moment, as many of men, they are giving their life. And I'm in the focus, I was in the dark, now I live in the light. I'm gonna stand when I see
Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
I'm cool with the fight, but I'm true, y'all not even doing it right. If you live in America, you are blessed. If you force a vax, then
You gonna get the Wild Wild West.
I'ma get mine. Y'all know that I've been.
Hey, thank you, Lord Luca.
Y'all gonna think I'm juicing.
So are you, my friend.
Principalities I wrestle. I was in the valley, yeah, I know about the struggle. I am not alone, and homie, I will never buckle. You can put me in a bubble, but you know that I'm a
Break out with American muscle.
ARs, we play hard. Yeah, this American
Lions,
muscle.
not sheep.
This hustle hard. This American muscle. Yeah, this American muscle. Yeah, this American muscle.
You don't want to tussle. You gonna get American muscle.
Principalities I wrestle. I was in the valley, yeah, I know
Good night, Lord Luca. Later, man.
I am not alone, and homie, I will never buckle. You can put me in a bubble, but you know that I'ma break out with American muscle. ARs, we play.
Thank you so much, everybody. Great show. Best show this side of heaven. Heard around the world by everybody and their mom. Hey. Thank you, everybody, who stopped by. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We will be back next Monday night, kicking the week off right every week. Monday nights, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Central Time, guys. That's it for the show. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, send the VOD to somebody you know. We're out, guys. Peace.